Hear me? Hello?
Hello, we're beginning.
No, we're
Okay.
not.
Hi.
Tarr, you open your eyes, and you come to find that you're not on the couch you went to sleep. Before you, there lies an endless horizon. It's dark here. An empty, long dining table, untouched and clean, is in front of you. A lavish plush seat across the way. Then, light. This place is an azure light blue color. You can hear rushing waves in the distance. Some kind of clicking echoes. Out of nowhere, appearing from thin air, a broken teacup, shattered and ruined, falls a few inches onto the table in front of you. As it hits the table, it splinters, and a small spatter of blood comes forth, tea leaves intermixed. In the distance, also from out of nowhere, a hunk of rocks falls down, a broken spear shattering to the ground. You hear a voice in your head. Tarr Kageyama?
Tarr readies like a battle stance. Who are you?
I am someone in desperate need of your aid. And if
It doesn't answer my question.
You can call me a benefactor of fate.
Okay, Mr. Benefactor of Fate. What do you want?
I require your aid, and I assume, if things are right, you need my aid too. Assistance, for lack of a better word. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
As he finishes speaking, a shunt of 12 arrows fires into the table. Donk, 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 each one giving a heavy thwunk. I believe that you are part of a larger solution to a handful of problems I'm having. Maybe we can help each other out. More than anything, what is it that you need help with right now?
Saving Camilla.
Camilla, you see waves in the distance crash, the white foam spattering across invisible walls. Here, in your home, her fate is not secured. Though those who create the strands of fate have plans, you can grab those strands, guide them. I can give you strength, enough to change destiny. And I can assure you, the path before you, the one that's been planned for you and your friends, is not one you're going to favor. You can change it. Take destiny in your grasp. Do you want to change your fate, Tarr Kageyama?
Tarr gets down on one knee and says, whatever you need me to do.
Drink of my tea. Take my vow. As he says this, a lone teacup, intact, appears on the table before you, its appearance wavering and shifting slightly back and forth like a blur.
Say that again?
As he says this, a lone intact teacup appears on the table before you, its appearance wavering and shifting slightly back and forth like a blur.
Tarr stands up and walks over to the table and looks at the tea.
The tea itself is kind of a light mix of reds and grays. The teacup is intricate, like a stained glass window.
Tarr picks up the cup and he says, God, I don't know how my master could stomach this shit. And he drinks it.
The tea tastes like a sweet berry hibiscus. You're all too familiar with tea, aren't you, Tarr? As you draw the cup from your lips, everything is gone. You're in that room again, save for a single broken shard of the teacup on the table in front of you. The light goes away, and you awaken, laying there on a dark couch in Rudy's hut, the broken and fractured teacup sitting on your chest.
Yo.
And this is where we're going to cut to the opening. Flos Prairie Day Zill. A green light in the dark of the sewer. You approach Rudy's hut. It's early in the morning now. It's taken you all night to get to this point. You fought off some rats. Not rat people, giant, murderous rats. And I think you killed them with ease. I mean, you are bonded to a grimoire now, aren't you? And
Yeah.
you can see the lights turning on in this hut. It seems like everyone is waking up. What would you like to do?
So wait, am I inside the hut?
You're
Or-
currently outside the front door.
Okay. I guess I'd knock.
All of you are now awoken.
Oh, actually,
Oh.
I knock and then I like adjust my crow mask up to be like on top of my head, like how you
Sure,
move your
you have
goggles
a-
up
you
off
have
your
a-
eyes.
You have a fun new appearance. All of you
Yeah.
awaken to the sound of knocks at Rudy's front door. I think Rudy is probably still in bed himself. This doesn't wake him up.
Here, let me.
I feel like Severance has probably slept, so she's probably the one that like just gets up and goes to the door. She's probably been reading all night.
As you open the door, I mean, you recognize the face, the glowing green light, those three lines. But Floss, you're wearing a different outfit than you normally do. Would you like to describe what your new fit looks like?
Yeah. I mean, Floss in this timeline has always looked a little gruffer, I'd say. But I mean, Floss in general early on was pretty gruff. But I think this is where we can see the divergence between the two Flosses. She's wearing like, I wouldn't say heavy plate, but like tactical plate. Like think like the Iron Man outline, like the outline, like not necessarily it itself, but it's NBO armor. It's painted white with like probably like the cheapest paint you can think of. Like it's not like great. It's like it almost gives off like a how do I say this without sounding stupid?
Like
I don't want to say
armor you make-
anarchist. I don't want to say anarchist feel, but
You got that
'cause
punk
that
feel
sounds
to you.
yeah. She's got her hair up and she's got this like Corvid-esque mask, it's moved up like to her head, like it's on, it's like the same way you move like goggles up, or like off to the side. more so.
Oh yeah.
Which I can send an image of because I like it. Let me.
It is pretty fucking badass. I won't lie.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yes, Severance, you were greeted by Floss in this new outfit.
Severance just like moves out the way to let Floss in. She doesn't seem to have any outward reaction to the new outfit.
I walk in.
All right. I think all of you are in the living room at this point. Claire, Severance, Tarr, and Floss, all in the same room again. Rudy is still asleep for the purposes of letting you guys talk without Rudy hearing you.
Is there like a table we can sit at?
Yeah. This is like a lounge. There's a large dining table, I think, with a couple of tea leaves and things strewn about, like tarot cards just splittered out. There's a couch and like a love seat. There's like a large, I want to call it a furnace, but that's not right.
What was I gonna say? I'd like to sit down at the table and, almost like shift my eyes, like peer over at Severance. Did you guys find anything out about the Fang?
Well, oh shit, now I have to remember.
La 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 la.
No, yeah, be in my head. La la la. Me when I don't pay attention to literally what we just talked
also,
about.
I'm just saying, because I know it's been a while, Andrea, you did have that vision, and like that happened minutes ago for you.
Oh, okay.
Well, we were unable to find Camilla. We believe that they shipped her off to one of their other sectors, I guess. But we were able to find some others and save people. It seems to be an amalgamation of different people. They were trying to do a ritual, some type of blood ritual, perhaps. But it seems that while we were able to find the others, we haven't found Camilla yet.
Okay, so Floss heard that.
But Cass did not. Everyone, check off your spot on Reliance Bingo, or Cass isn't paying attention.
I forgot. Okay.
I'm like trying, like essentially, like we weren't able to find Camilla, but we found other people, and
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That tracks.
That they took Camilla like somewhere else, so we still need to go find her.
Okay,
it seems that they're doing a whole sacrificial thing with these people for a ritual type thing. Is what it kind of like.
Okay. Makes sense. Okay.
With.
Did you mention to Floss at all anything about the gala or the 5 days?
I have not.
Okay, then never mind.
So Tarr or
You guys want to say Tarr and Claire? You guys are here as well.
Tarr's still kind of flabbergasted about what just happened.
Yeah. I mean, we both kind of got visions at the same time, so we're both just like,
I think maybe.
But I'm listening to the conversation.
I've got something.
Okay. The gala note is on the desk.
Yeah, there is a poster of the gala in 5 days on the table.
Is it on the table that we're sitting at right now?
Sure. Let me see if I can have that photo real quick. That way I can just give it to you.
I mean, I don't really need it.
Okay, well, I'll just go fuck myself then.
That's not what I meant. I'm saying you don't have to do the effort if you don't want to. Okay. No, but oh, Connor left. I guess I'll kill myself.
Real.
Guys, we should all simultaneously kill ourselves mid-session right now.
Hey!
Like all at the same time. Okay, anyways.
Oh my
god. Floss looks at this poster with the 5 days, and her eyes, they don't widen, but like she gets a look on her face. Like almost like a thought's forming in her head, but she can't do that. So but no, she pulls out a bunch of like papers and letters, as you guys see, like almost like I think I got like a folder for it or something.
Yes,
and like it's a bunch of papers and letters with dates and stuff. And I'm pretty sure she wrote in the top right corner like the order that they were in. or that she presumed that they were in, and she lays out the papers in that order. Austin, if you still have those.
Yeah, let me dig these up really quick, because these are very relevant, very important, especially for a certain individual here.
And I guess now's a good time for you to get the gala poster. Now that I think about it.
Well,
so
I
you were
fucking
right.
deleted it. So if any of you saved that,
Bruh.
Oh.
sorry,
Did you
guys.
send it? Wait, did you send it anywhere else?
It was in the mute speak at some point.
I don't think you ever sent it.
It was in here.
Oh, I sent
it
it.
was in here.
I sent it several times.
Well, I'm sorry, Austin.
oh.
You can bite my ass.
No, it's fucking fine. I'm only your dungeon master. It's fucking fine.
I didn't tell you to. Okay, you're being a prick, Austin.
What the fuck was that session called, dog?
Goo Goo Gaga.
Yeah, Goo Goo Gaga.
Mama needs
my
Baba.
God.
Mama needs Baba. Man, we're really just crapping out a stinker already, huh? Okay.
What did we decide the van?
DM's Austin.
Like?
Hold on, I'm sorry.
No, I sent you the gala poster.
Oh, you did? Thank you.
Yeah.
What the fuck was...
I realized I could have just sent it to the mute speak, but
That's alright. What is happening? Amber Roulette. Thank you, me. Okay. So, who looks through these papers?
I'm laying them out all on the table.
Okay. So everybody sees these.
Look at
First of
them,
all, I'll
yeah.
put all this stuff in mute speak. Here is this poster. Boom. Then let me
yeah.
copy and paste some text. Holy shit, that's so loud. This
Me
is
when
the
I'm loud.
most recent letter that Flos found.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me.
The other ones were a report from what was his fucking name? His last name was Lelivre.
Edric?
Yeah, Edric Lelivre. Kind of saying like that branch of the casino wasn't making any money, like it's not enough. The other letters combined with these kind of mention that there's a blood moon appearing soon. There's talk of it meaning something good that will happen for their people. They can look forward to it. Going back further, there's mentions of keeping faith in dark times, but never any explicit names or proper nouns. More often than not, you see the term she and her return, and her ascension. You also took the wanted posters, right?
Yeah, but I haven't revealed those yet.
Okay. Sure, yeah, there's a symbol that's like an infinity sign filled in, like a stamp, probably. I love you say I have the image, but it was just sent in here at some point. I didn't save it.
I sent it directly to you.
Oh, you did? I
Yeah.
know our DMs aren't full. Not like we talk every fucking day.
Not in
There we go.
Discord.
I found it.
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah
Okay.
blah blah.
Lock in. Focus in.
Okay.
Cool. With stamps like this symbol, like an infinity sign filled in, this is all the information that Flos presents to you guys, stapled together like a giant book.
Yeah, I will say that I do, or like here, let me if you flip to the last one here and you see right here it says in hold on Austin, okay, yeah, 6 days. Floss points to the 6 days. Right here, that's the same date as the gala right here. So is that probably related?
So what you have down right now is the gala poster, the one letter, the other letter talking about the casino.
It's like 6 pages. It's like 6 pages in total.
There are a large number of letters here. It's just I don't have them exactly word for word. I gave you a summary.
Yeah,
No,
baby.
I was just
Yeah,
trying to see which ones we didn't have down.
no,
The only
everything's
one that
down
we
there.
don't have is the wanted poster.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
the
the
wanted
only
posters.
information that
Floss
Floss is
not.
keeping from you. And you all see
I'm
this, by the way.
Yeah. It's laid out on the table. There's the gala poster at the very top, and then in a line from left to right is paper 1, paper 2, paper 3, paper 4 of like the letters written that are like her return, like stuff like that, the casino's failing, etc., etc. But the last one is the one that is verbatim written in Where the River Meets the Rye channel. Catcher in the Rye?
So, the Severance at first, like, Severance, from the whole time y'all have all kind of known her, she doesn't really emote a lot, or if at all. She doesn't really make any expressions or anything. And as she's reading through these, I think you could definitely tell, like, palpably, and even though on her face, she is progressively looking more scared and freaked out.
I have to ask
To-
you, Severance, has one of your flaw triggers been mentioned?
A lot of them.
I need
Yeah,
you to
or
roll a
two big
sanity
ones.
saving throw.
Okay. Okay. Okay, that's actually pretty good. That is, where's my sanity? That is a 21.
A 21 is enough to save. So at first, it's like the room begins to darken around you and shrink in slightly, kind of clamoring for you. 1,000 arms in the walls outreaching towards you, drawing you forth. And surrounded by these people who you've been traveling with, something about them grounds you, keeps you in the moment. It's enough to keep you from the edge of insanity. This time, you'll be all right. This time, it's enough to hold it back. But that might not always be the case.
So as she's kind of reading through these, you can see that for a second it almost starts like she is like panicking. She starts shaking her hands a bit, and she steps back from the table, looking very clearly freaked out. But within a couple of moments, it seems that she at least attempts to calm herself down, but she still looks very genuinely freaked out. Where, where did you find these?
I found them at the casino over there. That Atreus sent me over there to help out an acquaintance of his. That's not an acquaintance of mine. It was in a back room there. The NBO was raiding it. I don't know if it was to collect the woman or to raid the place, but these documents were sprawling all over the place. Seems something's going on, something deeper. And it probably has something to do with this gala. She throws one of her arms up.
Severance sullenly nods, but she still does look pretty genuinely freaked out.
Claire or Tarr, do you guys say anything?
I say, well, I mean, the gala is only for the 5 families, and I'm the only one that is in one of those.
Flos doesn't know anything about what the gala is or that Tarr is in one of 5 families. Just so you know. So.
Does Floss say that at all to Tarr? Be like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Floss didn't, or Tarr didn't say anything out loud, did he?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Oh, I didn't know you were speaking in character. I thought you were.
No, that's my bad. I didn't specify. But yeah, he kind of Tarr says, well, I mean, the gala only the 5 families can enter.
Those being. She kind of looks around.
Okay, now I have to go to my character sheet.
No. Like those being is she doesn't know what the 5 families are. She's.
I think
you don't have to.
Tristan's gonna have Tarr explain it to you, but he has to refer to his sheet. Is what I'm assuming.
Ah, okay. To the
Yes.
archives.
So there are the 5 families of Valhaven. When King Ulrich actually had power, they were all like advisors and nobles, more or less. And then years ago, the NBO took over, and the power of the families kind of like dwindled, but they still hold their wealth and political power over the public. So they're kind of just like high society, kind of just douchebags. I'll be honest. And there is the Westburns, the Ambroses,
I
and the
must
Hatches.
interrupt. When Tarr says Ambrose, Claire, Yandril Ambrose, that vampire master that you have to go see, this guy that Natalia was reporting to, the rest of your kin are reporting to. This guy's part of the 5 families. I think that clicks now if it hasn't already clicked for you.
Okay. Got that in the brain now.
Sorry, continue, Tristan.
Does Floss notice anything go on with Claire?
You can roll a perception check if you'd like.
Please. First roll of the night, baby. Or first my roll. Because I'm the only one that matters here.
Whoa, that's fucked up.
I got the same. Fuck advantage, I guess. I got a 9 and a 9, but I have to add +5, which is a 14.
You do notice some kind of epiphany across Claire's face. Tarr, you can keep speaking. I'm sorry.
Then we got the Hashes, the Dire Hearts, and the Kageyama family, but they are no longer around.
Well, except
Do
for
people
Except for me.
do people know that you're still around?
No.
No? Okay, so you're
They think
Would
So-
we
the entire Kageyama family is gone.
wait. So is the and this is Floss asking in character. Is it so that only these 5 families are invited to the gala, or they run the gala, or
I want to make a lore clarification just so you understand, Tarr. They host the gala, and only like the people they invite and the higher society members are allowed. It's like a red carpet event, you know? Like they can invite their friends
Right.
and family, and then they can have +1s, but it's usually like only upper circle echelon type people.
it's like a fucking
Not just
Right.
anybody
Yeah,
can go to the Oscars.
it's a red carpet event,
yes.
like you said.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I say this in character. Would we be able to get in the gala? I just say
I don't
that out
know.
loud.
Well, I look shit. Hold on, let me reword. Does Ambrose bring anything to mind to you, Claire? I saw you perk up at that.
Yeah, he has connections to Natalia, and that's someone I'm currently looking for.
So you need
I
to
think
talk to them, or do they need to talk to you? This Ambrose.
Well, I think at one point they were trying to look for me, but I'm also trying to look for them, so it's kind of like both.
So reasonably speaking, we could get into the gala with the excuse that we're directly invited by one of the 5 families, and we're all your +1s. Yes, as long as Kageyama covers his last name, because I'm sure no one's gonna believe him at this point. We don't have, unless you have something that could, you know. But
Distinguish you.
But even then, I'm sure we don't want to make ourselves known at this time. We've still got a lot of stuff to figure out. And Floss glances down at all the papers from the casino about the fucking the evil shit.
The evil shit?
Yeah,
Severance looks fucking like anxious in the background.
we want to stay on the down low for right now, so that's our way into the gala. But more importantly, we need to find out what's her name. Floss looks over to Tarr.
Our
Camilla?
tattoos in Reliance.
Yeah, we have tattoos, absolutely.
Okay,
No,
so
I'm pretty sure every single like intelligent civilization probably has tattoos.
We have a
Okay.
class, in like it's a subclass in the mages where you use magical tattoos to cast spells.
So the Kageyama family all had the same tattoo on their back because it's supposed to be like a Yakuza style family.
That fucking rules.
And so I mean, Tarr kind of takes the top half of his gi off and shows that the Kageyama family tattoo.
Holy
I
shit!
I'm pretty sure this will get us in.
What
Well,
does
at least me.
what does their family's tattoo look like?
It's like a double-headed dragon, and it's in the form of a heart. Like their heads intertwined to make like a heart shape.
Holy shit, that's fucking
Yeah,
badass.
Tarr, I don't think you
Awesome.
understand. We really don't need to make ourselves known at this moment. So I don't think this party coming with the last remaining Kageyama that's gonna bring a lot of attention to us.
Yeah.
I think we will just go with the Empress thing for right now. If we can't, that's a last resort. But more importantly, this gala isn't how many days is it in now? It was 6 earlier.
Yeah, it's
but
5 now.
is it-
We have
5
reached
now.
dawn of the 5th day. Whatever the fuck Zelda reference.
Is it dawn currently? What time is it?
It's
Of the 5th day.
it's
Good
morning.
morning.
It is currently like
Okay, like
7
11.
a.m.
Yeah.
I don't want to be up at 7 a.m. I want to go back to sleep. No, but more importantly, we need to figure out this whole thing with the. Hold on, let me read this over again. Hold on, this is me, Cass reading this over again. A dwarven family saw her en route into Valhaven. She has finally returned to us. This must bring good tidings. A shift in the chaos that brews around us. It is only a matter of time now that she realizes her place within her home. The blood moon wanes in 6 days. Is no coincidence. Something about a blood moon, but I don't know.
Severance related.
We don't. Sev, would you know anything about this at all? Do we have any leads on what this could be?
She looks like she is visibly like sweating.
Wait. Hold on. Floss is gonna walk away from the table for a minute and enter like her Alexiac mind palace.
Oh
Austin,
shit, Alexiac Mind Palace.
I need to ask you a question, Austin. What did Atreus want Floss to do again? Like, what was her next goal?
Atreus wants you to continue. Like, his number one goal: take out the Fang. Number 2 goal: take out the NBO. What's pressing for you is to figure out what the amulet does exactly, because he wants to use it to awaken astral souls with his yellow jackets, so
Okay.
you guys can fight the Fang better. And he wanted you to seek out Nico of the Valhaven Occult Society to figure out how this amulet works more.
Is Nico with Tar's student right now?
Yeah, Nico, the villagers, the horse, and Zik are all at the Valhaven Occult Society main chantry.
Well, wait. So we saved them? Like they're back?
Yeah, but
already?
Camilla is not. Camilla is still missing.
Well, yeah. Okay, but what you're saying is this is still Floss in her Alexiac Mind Palace.
Yes,
You're
hello,
saying
I'm
that
Alexiac in your mind palace.
all of the like the gala thing and the blood moon thing, which are related most likely, plus but like yeah, just those 2 things. Those 2 things, Floss has no like it's not related to her at all. It doesn't affect her at all.
To you,
As
I
far
don't
as
know. Probably not. I mean, you just know that there's a gala in 5 days and there's a blood moon in 5 days. I mean, these are probably big events happening in the city, But I don't know if this affects your plans at all.
Okay, so what you're saying is this doesn't concern Floss. Okay, that changes things a lot.
I'm not saying that. If that is Floss's takeaway, then
That's
is
Floss's
takeaway.
That's
but
Floss's
they did
takeaway.
find these flyers in the Fang hideout.
Wait, the gala?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, she retreats out of her Alexiac Mind Palace and goes back to the table. You guys found the gala flyers in the Fang hideout, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Would you know why at all? Maybe one of the Fang higher ups is a part of the five families?
That's the assumption I've come to.
Yeah.
So we're all in agreement. Okay.
Consider-
So the blood moon thing can wait. That's less important because what concerns me at least is the Fang, because that seems to be the most pressing thing, considering you, and I look at Tarr. Hold on one second, Austin, I'm sorry.
No, you're okay.
I look at Tarr. You have a student that is currently under their grasp, so it's not just what I care about. It seems to be a group-wide issue. What were you saying, Austin?
I know it's been a month for the recap, so I'm going to mention this because this is pertinent information I think they would tell Flos at this point. Nico told you guys the reason that Nico was kidnapped was because they saw Yandril Ambrose meeting with members of the Fang. And
Yeah, Flos doesn't know that.
Yeah, Nico was going to tell you guys more about it when you went back to the Chantry and like talk to you guys about what to do from there. I know it's been like a month, and that's like really big info that I kind of just glossed over.
So they're working in cahoots together.
Can someone explain this to Flos?
I turn over to Floss. So we came to find out that Ambrose is actually working with the Fang. So that's probably why we saw flyers in the...
Floss is going to put everything back in the folder, and she's going to take the gala poster and put it back. Let me update it. Casino papers / flyer.
Are you guys kind of done investigating, talking to each other?
No.
Okay.
I want to, like, I'm gonna pull a Liam here really quick, if that's fine with you.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, so first order of business, we head back to the Valhaven Occult Chantry to talk to Nico, and I can get this amulet investigated. And we figure out what's happening at the gala. We'll get more leads from that, but before that, we'll head back to Atreus's place. He's willing to work with us to sell us items that we might need, and I have a van that we can use to get around. And you guys can meet my new acquaintance that could be of use. But most importantly, the Chantry.
I just had a realization
So,
out of character. And I want Tarr to have this same like forgetful but now just remembered. He's gonna say, I forgot I can't be seen at the gala if the Dire Hearts are there.
Do they know of your existence?
No, but they know who I am. They killed my entire clan.
Okay, well then we just there's ways we can get around that. If I really need to, I can spend some of this acquired money on, I don't know, stuff. We'll figure it out. That's the also really quick, Austin. I'm trying to figure out how much money I have because it says I have a certain amount of GP.
Fucking money.
You have so much.
You literally have so much fucking money.
Well, okay, hold on. It says money total blank. Does that include my GP or is that just green number?
Yeah, you combine your GP and your green number. There's a bunch of math you did in your session.
So okay, so wait, this 2738 is how much green number I have, right?
Sure.
Oh, because I spent it all on. I spent the rest of it. I spent almost all my money on magic items. That's what I did. So I'm just gonna get rid of the GP and just say it's this in green number.
Above the table, I'm gonna let you guys know Atreus is your magic item shop. There is an item shop channel. You can buy items from Atreus. That are the items in that channel.
Okay, is Rudy gonna like wake up now? Because
I was gonna wait until you were done role playing.
Yeah, I'm unless does anyone have or does anyone else have any objections to this plan I've laid out very clearly?
Severance shakes her head now.
No.
Okay.
Cool.
At this point, you guys hear some stepping down the stairs, and Rudy is walking down the stairs. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Rudy.
Good morning.
Flash just kind of looks around.
Severance looks at her feet.
You see he kind of sniffs the air. He goes over to a kitchenette and makes like coffee for himself, and he's talking while he's prepping coffee. I noticed that there is one more stinky individual amongst your crew. Hello, Floss.
I think Floss gives him like a glare.
I'm assuming you're all about to be headed out for the day. Are there any of my services that you could use? Any divination or palm reading that you might want?
I think I'll be fine.
Anyone want their futures read?
Hey, Austin, can I ask something?
Yeah.
Completely unrelated.
Yeah.
Can you refresh me on the Black Sage Society? Floss retreats back into
They're
her mind
like,
palace.
your fucking evil Alex Schick mind palace. They're like the Boskage, except they work on dark magic instead. That's
Oh,
kind of their
yes,
whole
yes,
gimmick.
yes.
Do any of you want your futures read at all, or any potions for the road? Any tea?
Tarr kind of stands up and like grabs that broken teacup and walks over to Rudy, and he's gonna ask for 2 of his services. He's gonna ask
Okay.
for the future and whatever info I can get on this cup.
You all are gonna see this. You guys see Tarr walk up and produce this shattered broken teacup. The design on it like a stained glass, multicolored, purple, blue, yellow. You hand it to Rudy, and for a moment, almost looks like Rudy is looking at it. He runs his weathered fingers over the broken edges, and there's like a breath of air. Where did you get this, Tarr?
I don't know. I woke up and it was sitting on my chest. I
His
had a
e-
strange, strange dream.
His eyes, they go wide. He hands it back to you. Look,
I'll be right back.
I am trained in a lot of ways to see into the future. And there is something off with you now. Before, you were certain, grounded. Possibilities laid out before you, certain strands tied. But this thing, He kind of furrows his brows. I don't think I understand quite clearly. He takes your hand, runs his fingers across it. He shuts his eyes for a moment. There's a swirl of golden energy around his fingers. And then he kind of backs his hand away quickly. What did you do?
I don't know.
Your aura, your energy, it's all wrong. It's like you don't belong?
What do you mean?
I don't know, but
Hello?
whatever's going on with you, you might want to go see a spiritual healer. There's this holy radiance coming from you, but it's all, I don't know, nauseating? Incorrect? It feels like you're in the wrong place. I don't know how else to describe it, Tarr. I'm sorry. Usually I can
okay.
see outcomes, how your actions affect the future, but no, there's something wrong. It's like I'm asking a question and the answer is coming back with a blank line.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course, you be safe. Don't do anything you'll regret.
I think I already have. And Tarr kind of just turns away.
Is there anything you guys want to do before we head to the bar?
Yes, and also, Austin, I'd like to let you know I added a theme to Floss's thing. It's more of like a theme to use it while like things that like how you use like certain themes, but like I don't. It's not like a theme. Like
Yeah.
I already showed you the Snake Mancer. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
is Floss's like theme, but like to play during Floss story important or more like visions or like stuff in
Okay,
her
I
head.
got you.
It's definitely not the Mind Dungeon from Yick OST.
Okay.
I also had to do something after Floss.
Okay.
Floss would like to hand out these little bracelets to the three of you.
Holy
They
shit!
are. Hold on. They
Right
are.
on.
They are customized to like to be like color palette, I'd say, and like little like stars and hearts and stuff like that. Except it's not stars and hearts. It's like related to you. I don't have anything in particular. You can make it up. They all have text on them. They're all the same. I have not thought of the name of like the little crew I want to do, so it's ambiguous for now. But they're little bracelets that are
Bro had a
customized
month to
color
come up
palette
with a
wise.
group name.
Dude,
So,
you do realize that when I play D&D, I get in the D&D mindset and then I completely disconnect myself until the next D&D session. That's why I don't level up. That's why I don't think about anything.
I want to let everyone know when Cass decides what this will be, I'm gonna go out of my way to make these bracelets for everyone. I will mail one to Tristan and mail one to Floss, and I will give one to Andrea and Lucas, and we'll have matching bracelets. And it'll be
Let
cool.
me send the
Oh my
the
God.
thing for you because these bracelets are actually important.
Yeah, it is an item.
Um,
You get buffs from this. This is an item. This is a magic item.
Oh.
Okay, so do you guys put the bracelets on?
So Tarr is gonna do something with it. He's gonna unravel the bracelet, take off the amulet that his master gave him. He unravels the chain that's around the amulet and ties the bracelet through, and puts it back on his neck.
Okay.
Oh hell yeah.
Do the two of you put it on as well in some shape or form?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys feel like you can basically like read the aura of the other three of us. Like you know the general direction / location, and then there's two more headed in like downtown Valhaven that you can read. And Austin, are you able to recognize each one, or is it just like a
I
general
think
sense
so.
of direction?
I think that there's like a color associated with every person that you're able to tell.
Yeah,
Like,
you can read Atreus's aura and someone else that you guys don't know yet.
I think
Our
Atreus's
kind of
aura is like yellow and black, and the other aura is like this bright gold.
We
And
can
also
like see each other now.
It's less of a seeing thing and more of like a metaphysical understanding of the location, but it is a direct. It's a friend compass essentially.
Okay.
A friend finder, one might say.
Yeah,
Nudge
a
Austin
friend
with my.
finder, one might say. Even 1,000?
Okay, I don't ever think that there's 1,000 at the end of it, but go
Okay.
off. Also, you can spend a downtime to meditate and see like another wearer. But basically, it's like you only see through their eyes for 2d10 minutes, and you can't communicate or be seen by them.
Also, you guys get a +1 to any roll of your choice once per day when you wear these.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh. You just choose before we roll,
Yep.
basically.
Well, does it have to be
Okay.
before you roll, or can it be after?
It can be after. That's fine too.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Okay. You wanted to do something, Steph?
Yes.
I think
Well,
I'll
it
do
was on
something too after.
the way out. I will say Severance looks very appreciative, or you get the appreciative aura off of her that she is touched by this. But it's more of when we head out, I'm gonna get supplies to upgrade her weapon.
Okay, so we'll get that when we get to the city, for sure. Like, on the way in. Is there anything you wanted to do here?
No,
No.
I want to head to the Chantry
Okay.
as soon as possible.
Claire, what would you like to do?
Nothing. Can I just like? I'm gonna kind of notice that like Sev's like under a lot of stress, so I kind of look over at her and kind of give her just like a reassuring like smile, maybe. I don't want to ask like, "Are you okay?" Because I feel like that would be like a can of worms. But like, I want her to know that like we're here for her as a group.
She nods back at you. She's not smiling, but you can kind of get the feeling that she does appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Okay. I think that was it.
All right.
I'm ready to go.
You guys leave the sewers. Make it back out through the pipe that exits outside the city, back through the city walls, and along your travel, we're gonna stop at a small blacksmith shop. Like I think Severance, you see this blacksmith shop along the way. It's very old school for this place being like Victorian London. And it clearly prides itself on that. It's actually called the Lion's Pride. And you can see up and early in the morning, working out in the forge, is a short dwarven man with bright fiery red hair, a long beard. He's got a scar running across his right eye. He's wearing like a tank top that doesn't fit him very well. Like it's very baggy, so you can just see like his rippling old dwarven man pecs. And he's like hammering a sword down very violently, just working his ass off in this forge early in the morning. People go to and fro down the cobblestone streets of Valhaven. It's a nicer day today. For once, I think the cloud cover is kind of like not as heavy as it usually is. There's no rain right now. Horses and also small like cars do go by. Occasionally, like the struggling MBO officer and his little retinue pass by. But this dwarven man is hammering away. Clang! 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 And that's when you approach Severance.
Before I do that, do I recognize him at all?
No, this is not the same dwarven man.
Okay. I think she still walks up a bit more timidly than she usually would, or from what everyone has kind of seen what she does, that she usually seems to not care, but she seems very anxious when she kind of walks up to him. I'm looking to get items to upgrade my weapon.
You see this dwarven guy puts the hammer down, wipes the sweat from his head. Listen here, laddie, you're gonna need to speak up if you expect to be heard.
I'm looking for items to upgrade my weapon.
He kind of leans forward, puts his hand up to his ear. You can do better than that. I see the fire in your eyes. Let it out. Speak it with your chest, girlie.
I need upgrade weapons. I need items to upgrade my weapon.
He kind of gives you a big smile. Items to upgrade a weapon. Now, what weapon might you be working with?
She goes behind her cloak and pulls out her giant saw cleaver.
He is smiling ear to ear, giant rosy dimples. Hey, Alterheim, what a weapon you've got here. May I? And he holds out his arms.
She looks very nervous, but she kind of hands it forward.
He looks ecstatic. He's like kind of turning it over, running his finger across the blade. He finds the latch and pulls it out very slowly. This is a fine work. And now, beg my pardon, is this made out of some kind of beast?
Severance nods.
He kind of nods slowly. This is some incredible work you done here. Were you classically trained?
I was trained by someone.
Right, well I can clearly see a couple improvements. First of all, this thing's gonna need to be a bit sharper. I think we can also make this blade a bit heavier to have a bit more of an impact. Is there any other kind of specific upgrades you're looking for?
I'm a monster hunter, so anything to do with that I'd appreciate.
Right, I think I've got a couple of things. Now, you said you're trained yourself. Do you just want me to give you the supplies so you can do it on your own?
Yes, please.
You got it. He goes into the back. He, hands you your weapon back first. He goes through a door, comes out with, a large sack of materials, and he hands it to you. And he says, you know what? For your first visit, I'll give this to you on the house.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Of course, and feel free to come by and use my forge anytime.
Thank you.
Oh, and I should introduce myself. I'm so sorry. I'm Mr. Lockbeard. And he goes to shake your hand.
Do we got faces we know?
No, I don't have a face for him, but I can get one later if you'd like.
Okay. Uh, it's nice to meet you. And she shakes his head.
Hell yeah. He says, inside that bag, I've included some iron to kind of sharpen out a bit. The iron will also help with any ghosts you come across, more likely. Definitely sharpen it. That'll help. There's a sharpening grinding wheel over there. And then also, I've got this. And he hands you a very small, like, vial of something. He says, this is some pheromones to keep those monsters a little bit more scared when you're fighting them.
Right. Thank you.
You can take some downtime to work on your weapon. I would say it's an hour of downtime. And you'll add, let's say, 1d8 extra damage, a +1 to hit, and then... Let me just type this out, because I don't want to... Okay, this is what you get for upgrading your weapon. And you can come back and get other upgrades later.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Severance is pheromone maxing now.
It's called aura, bruh.
It's called aura, bruh. Lockbeard looks to the rest of you. Any of you else need items or gear or need to work on anything?
I don't need anything from him specifically, but I do need to go to another. Okay, does he have any guns? Can I see any
Yeah, I was
guns?
gonna ask the same question.
Can you guys ask him that in character?
Might you
Yeah.
have any firearms?
Firearms? A man's got a right to defend himself, don't he? And then he like pulls a lever, and out from the ground, this
What
like
the fuck?
cabinet folds up, and there's like racks and racks of rifles and pistols and
Holy
shotguns,
shit!
Oh,
and like a
shit.
bunch of ammo. And he says, "With the NBO on these streets, you gotta stay strapped."
Dude, Seamus Lockbeard does not fuck around.
Seamus Lockbeard does not fuck around.
Okay. Two things, Austin. One, you know how we were kind of iffy on whether a crossbow classified as archery or firearms?
Yes, yeah.
And you let me pick whichever one?
Yeah.
For the purposes of me switching to firearms, is it okay if I switch my archery and my firearms score?
Do what you gotta. I don't really mind.
Okay. So my archery is now at 2 and my firearms is now at 10.
That's good.
As opposed to vice versa. For the purposes of switching to firearms, because I kind of have an image of Doomed Floss in my head now.
Hell yeah.
Secondly, would I be able to sell my crossbow to Seamus? Or
Yeah.
Lockbeard? I named him Seamus. I'm sorry.
You did. It's so funny. Casting him, he was like, his first name should be Seamus, and now you're just calling him that? His name is now Seamus Lockbeard. You meted this into being.
I mean, this is our weapons guy. We got a magic items guy. We got a weapons guy. This is Doom timeline. We don't have our we don't have our beetle. We don't have our
What's their fucking
Betty
name?
Hell. Betty Hell.
Big Betty Hell died. That's why this timeline is so fucked up.
Wait,
Oh,
it was
also-
it's like the anchor human being thing.
Yeah.
It's like Steven
I'll
Hillenburg.
I'll also look at the guns. Sorry, I just realized what
Okay,
we were doing.
These are non-magical, very basic firearms. Pretty much anything you could want is here aside from like a rocket launcher. There is ammo for everything
man.
if you need ammo. He can also repair stuff if it breaks.
No,
you could also
I'd-
likewise upgrade your gear for a price.
I'd specifically like to try and sell my crossbow to him, and it's 2d12.
He takes a look at it and he says, "Best I can do is 200 green ember."
That's perfectly fine with me.
Oh yeah.
All right,
He
let me
takes
get
your
rid of
crossbow,
that.
And he gives
Okay.
you money.
Might you have any magical guns, even if it's just a little?
No, I don't have a permit to sell magic items, unfortunately.
I see.
Claire, you wanted firearms, right?
Yeah. I ask him, "What's your strongest firearm that you have right now?"
He pulls out this long rifle. This here is called an elephant gun. You know why?
Why?
It kills fucking elephants.
Oh. Does it only kill elephants, or can it kill
Oh, I
other
mean, it can
things?
kill more than one. I mean, not strictly elephants, but it's good for
Yeah.
big game hunting. If you're looking for something with a
Okay.
bit of a punch to it.
Severance looks at it. He says, "That's
I
a very
love
nice
Sev not
little
understanding the
elephant."
concept of an elephant gun or like any other like a hunting rifle. Like, can it kill things that aren't elephants?
Severance just like looks at it.
Um,
That's a very nice little
It could probably
elephant.
kill a man if it can kill an elephant.
yeah. Um, how much is it?
For you, my friend, 150 green ember.
How much?
150.
150.
Oh, Seamus does have bullets, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
Even it-
ask after.
What's the gold to green ember rate?
Oh, dude, I don't fucking know. It's on the
It is
master ref
one.
somewhere.
It is 8 green ember for every 1 gold.
Oh. Hmm.
So like something that costs 80 green ember would be 8 gold.
Does
Or
this
just
just cost
slaps down
150
20
green
gold.
ember?
Yes, yeah. Whenever people use the green ember is what most people use because the India is the fucked up world government, though they are collapsing.
Yeah, no, Floss. Okay,
So,
yeah, Austin. For the purposes of not having to convert it every time, I have it written down in green ember, but Floss only carries gold.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I tell him that I'm gonna take. I'll take the gun. I'll take the elephant gun.
This deals 4d12 damage.
God damn.
Oh, man.
Boy.
Okay, hold on.
Let's see.
4d12. Okay.
What kind of bullets? Is it just normal ass bullets, or are
Yes,
there any like
for the
incendiaries?
purposes of making things easy, just ammunition.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. How much would, I don't know, 50 bullets be?
I do 10 for 5.
I'm stupid. Hold on. 10 for 5. 10 for
10
5,
bullets
which
for
is
5 green ember.
okay. And I want 50, so that's 25 green ember. Okay, I'd like to buy that.
You buy
25
it.
green ember
He gives you a bag of ammo.
in a little Ziploc.
Yeah, in a little Ziploc bag.
All right. I don't have a gun yet, but 50 bullets. I need more bullets.
Okay,
I'm
Claire.
good. I'm good.
Money.
Seamus Lockbeard actually walks over to you and says, I know a woman of firearm expertise when I see one. Now I know that occasionally you might need a bit more grit, and he winks at you, in your step. And I've got just the thing to help with that. And he hands you a bottle of brandy.
I take it and I put it away quickly.
I don't remember the rules exactly, but drinking alcohol restores your grit points, I believe.
Okay. Ooh. Sorry.
This guy's just
Okay.
giving you handouts because he thinks you're awesome.
Hey Austin.
Yeah.
Where's my bottle
Hold on.
brandy?
Actually, let me look in the item shop really quick. Because if there's something in here, then I'll just do that. But if there's not, yeah, I don't think. Yeah,
Yes,
no,
you can get bullets, Severance. It is 10
How
bullets
many
or
for
5.
So 100 would be 50.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, yeah, I'd actually like. Okay, yeah, never mind. Don't worry about it. I'm good. I'm ready to head to the thing, but I also need to get back to Atreus desperately this session.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Okay,
NPCs that
so-
gotta talk to you guys. I'm sure we got plenty of
Is
time. for it.
there descriptions of the guns, or is it just like, just whatever?
I mean, pretty much any gun you want. If you want an image
they don't-
ref for what the elephant gun looks like, I can get a fun
Yeah.
image for you.
Okay.
But they don't have any like magical or like
No, he
interesting guns
doesn't.
with effects.
He doesn't have any.
Just normal guns.
Yep. You know, it would be really fucking funny if I use this image for the elephant gun. Tristan will
Oh
get me.
god.
you go. This is what your elephant gun looks like.
I think it should
that's
be if an elephant gun, like it's actually like an elephant.
That's what I thought he was gonna send. A picture of an elephant gun.
Tristan, if you know, you know. What's the flavor text on that?
Atlas 30.
Hated by large numbers of people. I used to use that shit all the time in my Zero build. Is there any other shopping you guys gotta do with Seamus?
Not with Seamus, no.
Yeah, I need to shop with Atreus, but we can...
As you go to leave, Severance, like you finish working on your weapon, it looks shiny and new. I think all the blood has been cleaned off of it. Seamus kind of looks at you and says, Severance, I think you've got the work to be a master craftswoman. If you ever need lessons or just want to come back and maybe even do some work for me in your downtime, I'd appreciate it.
I'll definitely consider it.
You know, I can see that passion hiding in your eye. You come off as a timid woman, but I know you've got rage in there just waiting to get out.
She kind of just nods at that.
He gives you like a big smile and a thumbs up.
She nods again, but...
You guys are leaving, headed to the bar, right?
I think we're heading, because...
No, we're heading to where's Nico?
Other magic shop, right?
Nico is at the... So, Nico's at the Valhaven Occult Society Chantry, with all the other NPCs like Mordenkainen, Zik, the villagers, the horse you saved. Atreus is at Atreus's bar, which is the magic item shop. Sophie is also there.
Okay, well, yeah, but we need to go to both. Which one, like, do you prefer which one we go to first, Austin?
I don't. I really don't prefer.
I think because even if we go to Atreus, we would need to go back to Valhaven anyway, and then go back to Atreus, because you need to get the thing. Like, talk to him about it.
Oh yeah, I guess because I need to get the van anyways afterwards, after we talk.
I'll change the ambiance really quick.
Okay, yeah, so we should go to the Occult Society first, and then Atreus, and just pick up the van, and buy our magic items, do that all in one go. Okay, so
go ahead.
we're walking to. Also, I'd like to say, Austin, at this point, Flos has the bracelet that she can don and doff the
the armor
outfit.
Up amulet.
Yes. So when she's in her she's got the book of and death on her at all times, and the bracelet stays in both, but she doesn't have the mask on and she doesn't have the armor on.
I would actually like everyone to take a quick perception check for me.
At some point when no one was looking,
though,
I guess she does.
Not
Yeah.
Wait,
At some point.
I need everybody except for Floss to take a perception check as you guys are walking to the bar.
I got a nat 20.
We're not.
Okay.
Is that what the chantry is? Is the
No,
bar?
sorry. You guys are going to the chantry. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Because I was like, you said bar like 5 times. I was
My
like,
bad.
We're going to Valhaven.
You.
I got
a
a 12.
16.
Okay. So I think Claire and Tarr notice. Severance doesn't. You guys are walking to the chantry, the Valhaven Occult Society, their HQ. And while you're walking, you both do notice, I think on like maybe Floss's hip, wherever works for you, Floss, is the Book of Undeath, that grimoire that McNamara had. That book that was letting him raise an army of undeath to take over Valhaven. And it's here on Floss, just kind of casually there.
I thought Tarr kind of already knew that, because in the first session he told one of the magic people to pick it up.
Then I guess this is news to you, Claire.
Okay.
Does Sev notice it all?
No, Severance rolled too low to notice, unfortunately. You guys continue.
I'm going through PTSD right now.
Yeah. You make it to the chantry, this large building with a tower and a little bridge that connects to it. Lights are on inside. It has been a while since we've been here. You guys approach and enter there is a main foyer here with dozens of magic items kind of on display. You see a horse. The horse you saved, perfectly healthy. We see all the villagers kind of like filling out forms. Clerics that you've never met before are kind of like checking them out, tending to their wounds. We actually don't see Nico. We don't see Yuri. We don't see Mordenkainen. Just this
I'm gonna blow my brains
main
out,
room.
Austin.
There are stairs that go up. You have the path off to the right that leads to Nico's office.
Guess we're going up to Nico's office.
Okay. You guys walk through this hallway to the office. This cylinder room. This is the place where you guys had encountered like broken glass when Nico was kidnapped, and it's all repaired. Everything looks nice and clean in here. You see Nico sitting down. You see Mordenkainen kind of like writing something down in a book. We see Yuri smoking a cigarette. We see Zik. Zik has a large quarterstaff in his arms, and he's kind of like practicing with it. You guys all enter.
I'd like to step forward if, yeah, no, I'm not gonna say if I'm the leader of this group. I put my big thumb to my chest.
Severance is very quiet, so go ahead.
Yeah, Flos is gonna walk forward and take out the stand amulet thing that we've been talking about for so long, and just like clink it onto the desk and slide it forward. To Nico.
Nico speaks up and says, "You know, it's real good to see you all in one room again. It's been a minute. I'm glad you all made it back safe from the sewer. I do have a lot to talk to you guys about." And Nico like picks up the amulet, looks at it, and says, "What's this trinket you brought me?"
Atreus wanted you to look at it.
Atreus? Man, I haven't dealt with that guy in a minute. Nico's eyes furrow. Yeah, no doubt about it. This awakens astral souls. I mean, it's clear from the fractals in this gemstone here.
I mean, we knew that. But...
Nico kind of like runs their finger across the edges. Looks like it's activated by stabbing it into yourself or cutting yourself with it. I get the feeling this might kill you if you're not strong enough, but Nico kind of like squints their eyes a bit more. I think you can amplify the chance a bit by feeding it blood. Does that help?
Yeah, that does help. Floss is gonna take it back.
Do any of you guys say anything to anyone in this room before Nico talks to you?
No.
I would after Nico.
Okay. Right, so let's just clarify a couple of things, because it's been a hectic couple of days. I was kidnapped by the Fang because I saw Yandril Ambrose meeting with members of the Fang behind a tavern near the docks of Valhaven. It's a place called Anchor's Weight. I think maybe you guys could scope it out. I'll pay you to see if maybe Yandril meets with them again. Maybe it's a daily trade-off that happens. I'm not too sure. You'll at least maybe get some answers by looking into it.
So Ambrose is meeting with
You
who
said
again?
Ambrose?
Yeah, Yandril Ambrose. I saw him. He's a nobleman. Meeting with members of the Fang behind a tavern near the docks. It's a place called the Anchor's Weight. I guess they maybe saw me, and that's why they kidnapped me. They were trading something with each other. I didn't get a really good eye on exactly what.
Was Ambrose alone?
Yeah, it was just that fella in his typical suit, and some shady members of the Fang. I'm not entirely sure what they were doing, but
do you remember what time?
Oh, it must have been about 3 p.m.
Okay.
Were they trading large crates?
No, it was enough. Whatever they were trading, it was enough to keep in like a small bag. It wasn't really like, I believe they handed Yandril a sack of something, and he handed them also a sack of something. wasn't large crates.
Alright.
And where was this at again?
It's at the Anchor's Weight. It's a bar near the docks of Alhaven.
I see.
Okay.
All right. Let me.
Floss.
Yeah. Oh,
If
yes.
you want, I can do a little bit more digging on that amulet for you. I've got some old books lying around here about magic items. It's kind of our whole thing. We procure and protect powerful magic artifacts, and it makes me wonder how Atreus got his hands on it. Something like that. I mean, if anybody had access to an astral soul, that could be bad.
When would I get it back?
Oh, you can keep it. I just mean I'm gonna do some diggings in the lore, like looking in our personal
okay.
library.
I see. Okay. I thought you meant keep it until you figure out.
No,
Okay, no.
I mean,
Okay.
if you were
She
willing
stuffed
to
it back in her bag.
donate it to our
No.
archives for safe protection, it would be appreciated.
No.
Okay.
This isn't
Nico
mine. I
actually. Let me. Yeah. Nico notices the book on your hip and is staring at it. And I should say, you also have something that does belong here. Not just that amulet. That book. I believe that was the object of our ire.
This book is none of your concern, Nico.
That book is of my concern, actually. Powerful grimoires like that are quite dangerous. And in the wrong hands, they can lead to cataclysmic events. So I think
Yes, precisely.
I
In
kinda-
the wrong hands is the interchangeable term there.
I guess, but Floss, I think I'm gonna have to ask you to hand that over.
I would have to ask you to not ask that. That wasn't worded right. This isn't leaving my person.
Can
For a
Tarr kind
moment-
of do something?
Yeah.
Kantar, what?
He kind of steps in front of Floss and says, "Look, I trust Floss with this. If we're gonna have problems, you're gonna have to go through me."
Look, I don't intend to escalate anything. Just, I'll tell you what.
Hold on. If it makes you feel any better, Nico, I have Atreus's word. Or not Atreus. I apologize. Atticus Loxley.
Who the hell is Atticus Loxley?
I would like to open the book to the first few pages where it probably has his fucking name on it, and show it to Nico.
Right. Let's just say you keep this book for now, but the second it starts to have an effect on you, like all corruptive magic items do, you gotta turn that shit in. Do I make myself clear?
Sure, as soon as it turns me evil or whatever, you can kill me and take it. I don't mind.
Look,
But it's not going to.
That I find myself in front of a room of adventurers and heroics, and I'm sure you have nothing but good intentions, Floss, but it is important, as a historian and as someone who deals with these artifacts, to just let you know that power always comes at a price. And it's
Oh, I know.
it's most certainly never pretty. And I would hate to see that happen to you.
I know. I'm more than aware, Nico.
Right. Nico leans back in their chair, takes like a deep sigh. Right, so I guess let me know what you find at Anchor's Weight, and we'll just go from there.
Right.
Okay.
If it makes you feel any better, my job is to kill monsters. So if I ever see that you are becoming one, I'll put you out of your misery.
Floss chuckles a little bit. Yeah.
I think Nico shoots a look at you, Severance. You know, I can't tell if you're just kidding around, but given your reputation as a monster hunter, I'm sure you know all about the Novone.
Floss shoots like daggers at fucking Nico. Like her eyes are like laser beams, dude.
What people are don't make them monsters. Quite idiotic to think that.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that because Floss is a novice that makes her a monster. I'm saying that there's a chance she could turn into one. I mean, you know that, right?
Well then, I would kill her then.
I'd like to get to the
If she
task
turns
at
into a
hand,
monster.
please. Floss is going to grab Tarr's wrist and start walking out of the room.
Okay.
So Tar's not gonna follow.
Holy shit, okay.
She's gonna let go and walk off and out of the room and shut the door.
All right, Floss exits the room relatively upset.
If Zik wasn't in the room, Tarr would have followed, but he has something to say to Zik.
Okay. Is there anything else I can do for you guys?
Severance, I would say, probably goes after Floss, but just like kind of follows her out.
Oh yeah.
Also, is Nico human? Just making that clear.
Yeah, Nico's a human. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good.
Claire, Severance, Tarr. I know that Tarr's gonna talk to. Sorry, Severance just left. Tarr.
Yeah.
You wanted to talk to Zik. Claire, is there anything you want to do in here?
Kind of just do like a double take at Tarr as he's like walking to Zik, but I follow Severance as well.
Claire, as you're about to leave the room, Mordenkainen grabs your arm. Hey Claire, I know it's been a bit and we haven't really had a chance to talk. I've been licking my wounds a little bit, I won't lie to you. But I just want you to know that I am here to help if you need me as an asset or to run any errands for you. I mean, right now my main goal is fighting Ambrose, kind of going against these vampires. I mean, back there in that cage, they were saying things. I think Yandril's planning something, and I don't know what it is, but he wants all of the family there for it. And that means you. Even though you're, quote-unquote, a blood bag, I mean, you might be a lesser vamp, but you're still part of that family, and so am I. I mean, you and I, technically, we're kin. It's just, his tie to us is so weak, he can only have minor influence on us. I mean, we might hear a whisper in the dark, but he can't control us, right? So I just wanted to let you know that. I'm afraid of what he's doing. I don't know why, but you've opened my eyes to how our kind can be so keen to follow their families when they've never really done anything to receive that respect. But time and time again, you've saved my life. And I want you to know that I swear my loyalty to you. I will help you find Natalia by any means necessary.
I nod at him. Are you going to be staying here for these couple of days?
If that's where you want me, wherever you need me, I can go.
Okay. I like talk to him and we try to like come up with a plan that on the day of the gala to meet us.
Okay.
Like outside of it, basically.
Hell yeah. So writing down now in your little quest log, you told Mordenkainen to meet up with you on the day of the gala at the location of the gala.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So he'll be there with us, so we'll have an extra person.
Is there anything you want me to do in the meantime? I can look for leads into Natalia or Yandril.
Try to look for leads, but also try to rest up. You said you're not feeling very well, so we need you at your best.
Okay.
For those
I can do
for those
that.
days. Okay.
Thank you, Claire.
Give him a smile.
Hell yeah. I think he like gives you a little fist bump.
Okay, hell yeah. I fist bump him back.
Tarr, you approach Zik. Hi, Sensei. And he gives you like a little bow.
Listen, kid. I've made mistakes. I saw that look on your face. I know you don't agree with what I'm doing. I made an even worse mistake last night, and all I'm doing is trying to protect you and Camilla. I see you both as a son and a daughter. I'm sorry if you don't agree with the way I'm doing things right now, but you guys' lives mean so much to me.
Sensei, if I may,
Yes.
what you're doing isn't wrong. It's the way you're going about it. I want to find Camilla just as much as you do, but we can't act rashly. We have to act with caution, because if we're not cautious, she could get hurt or worse. It's like you've taught me. Every situation, you have to go in with innate perception of everything around you. Analyze your battlefield, right?
Right.
If you think the way that you're going is the cleanest and best solution, then I will follow you into battle. But if you haven't taken the time to think about what's going on and instead you're just acting swiftly, then I think you might need to rethink. I'm sorry to say, I want to be next to you and say, be your yes man, But it's hard to do that when I saw how that woman was carrying heads in her hands, covered in blood. That's not our way. That's not how we operate,
The way I've been teaching you is the way my master taught me. It didn't end up working for me. Every single time I have tried to protect someone, it's fallen through. And the way I'm going about it, I've already saved one. Yeah, there's been a cost, there's been lives lost, and I hate that. But the people I'm with don't justify my. Sorry. The people I'm with all have their own means to get what they need done. And right now, I would do anything to protect you and Camilla, even if it meant giving up my life.
Sensei, if the way that you're teaching us isn't enough when it counts most, then teach us how to act when it does matter, not just the principles or the ideas of who we should be. Teach us the real way to handle things. What's
He
the
kind of
point
sits there and. Sorry.
if things hit the fan and we hold back and we're not able to do enough? I want to be able to move the way you do, to help people the way you do. And if you're not guiding me down that path, then I don't want it.
I don't think you're ready to take a life. Look what it's done to me. I went to a deity and asked for more power.
He kind of looks to you in awe. Anything for Camilla, right?
And you.
Of course, and me. Just don't forget that I'm here too. And your new friends. I'm sure if you just talk to them, they'd be happy to listen. I'd be happy to listen.
Tarr just completely breaks down because he doesn't know what to do.
I think Zik raptures you in a hug. And he's like rubbing your gigantic back. In the
He just sits
darkest
there.
moments, you have to create hope for yourself because nobody else is going to make that for you. Right?
Right.
So what if you needed a little intervention from the higher? Everyone could use a Deus Ex Machina every now and then. And I think we cut from the scene. We're drawn, going through the hallway, Flos storming out, and Severance following behind, with Claire briefly in tow.
Am I able to, is there any, like, cigarette in the immediate vicinity that I could, like, pick up on the way out?
I think there's a villager guy who's, like, pulling out a pack to smoke it.
Like, in the hallway?
Yes, yeah.
I think this is kind of funny. Like, as he's pulling it out, I, like, walk by like it's a fucking movie. I pull one out and I stuff, like, a few green ember like where it would have been.
Hell yeah. You
And
take out the cigarette in his hand, and in his palm is just, like, a pile of gold. And, like, at first
Yeah, I'll
he's
give him, like,
angry, but then he, like, smiles at the gold.
Yeah. Equivalent to 3 green ember.
And I do
'cause
want
I'm
to
sure
say, Severance and Claire are probably only, like, a couple of steps behind you. They're relatively close enough to interact with you if they want to.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm storming out. I light the cigarette. I'm opening the
Can
door.
I just like stop and just like look at what happened and then
Yeah.
like apologize to the man afterward?
It's fine, I've got money.
Floss heads out the door and like turns the corner and like puts her back up, like her back and like the back of her right foot or the bottom of her right foot up against like the wall and starts smoking.
Claire, Severance, you follow her out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Severance is just kind of following. I don't think if Flos is mad at her, I don't think she is understanding that part. I think she's just following.
I can kind of sense that it's not about us. It's more about a different situation.
Severance, for your reference, I would like you to roll a nature check. Roll a nature and then roll a history, please.
Floss is just like, is it raining?
It is, 100%. It is beginning a
Floss
light
is
rain in
just-
Valhaven.
Yeah, she's just out in the rain, like up against the building, smoking with like one foot up against the wall.
And I'm having Severance roll because I think the heat of the emotions in the moment were happening, but I think
Yeah.
you're a very logical person, Severance, that the ties are like coming together for you now to understand the context of what was happening.
So you wanted me to roll what and what?
Let's just do history. Fuck nature.
Fuck, that's even worse.
And then
Wait,
and then
what's
Finch-
what's
and then-
higher?
and
What's
then
higher?
Finch kills you. Finch kills you, Austin.
Nature is a +3. My history's a -1.
Okay, we're gonna have you roll a nature check with advantage.
Okay, Finch doesn't hate you anymore.
Finch is like, okay.
I fucking love this kid. Lost Prairie Dazel, my fucking dog. What's up?
I hope Finch
It's me,
like
the devil.
hangs himself.
I got a 22.
Yeah, okay. The context of the situation that you realize, Floss is a novice, right? Way back in the day, novices were more prone to becoming novone, and they still can be. Novices have the ability to use elemental powers, but if they use those powers too much, they just become like elemental beings, like monsters, like full stop, like unthinking forces of nature. And it used to happen to the point where like they were nearly hunted to extinction because of it. I think that's lore as a monster hunter you would know. Like you've probably encountered a novone at some point. It's usually caused by like stress. Like a guy who's super stressed, uses his powers too much, and then turns into like a lightning beast who kills his whole family accidentally.
Think like obviously to a lesser degree, but like Ganondorf versus Ganon type shit.
Yeah, I get it. I don't think she really like says much to it. She stands by like if Flos became a monster, like she would put her out of her misery, I guess.
Okay,
but I think it's in a way that maybe they might not understand of like Severance's reasoning for monsters, I guess.
Claire, do you say anything?
No, I don't think so.
Tarr, I believe you also exit, and the four of you meet up again outside the chantry.
Floss is still smoking.
Severance is probably like standing nearby just looking at the sky.
do you guys head to Atreus' bar yet?
Floss flicks out her cigarette, and she looks at the place again, and she spits on the ground. She goes, "May Alterheim damn this place just like he's damned the rest of us." And she starts heading in the direction of Atreus using the bracelet because she is bad at directions.
Severance follows. She doesn't have any reaction to that.
Alrighty. Holy shit, that's crazy. There's a brief gust of wind that blows in Floss's hair as she says that.
Do I get a luck point?
No, you don't.
No, evil. I'm begging out here.
We arrive at Atreus' bar, this seedy place just right around the block from Tarr's dojo, which I hope has been doing well. We enter, going down. Well, actually, outside, out the front, there is a large painted white van with the symbol of this mask on the side of it. We see a woman.
Oh, let me send. Can I send the what the van looks like?
Yeah. We see a elven woman with very dark kind of ebony skin, this long black hair, dressed in a yellow suit jacket over like a white button up with a yellow turtleneck underneath. She has like these two golden guns on her hip, and she's actually like cleaning the car right now, like with a soapy rag. And as you approach, she kind of smiles and actually goes to hug you, Floss.
Floss doesn't step away, or it catches her off guard. Like she's just kind of like standing there as Sophie hugs her. It's like, I don't know, something she hasn't felt in a very, very, very long time.
Sophie draws away from you and says, "Hey, kid, how you doing? I'm ready for your driving lesson whenever you're ready for it."
I don't remember her voice being like that.
I don't remember her voice at all. I don't remember what her voice is.
I think it was just like, you only have like two woman voices.
I do. Is it just like a generic woman voice? Is she like this?
It's less soft than that.
Less soft. Are we thinking Aphos? Is this more Aphos voice?
Try Aphos.
Yeah.
I want to hear it.
Let me hear
it.
Good to see you, kid. I'm ready for your driving lesson whenever you are.
Yeah, that, but not British.
Okay. Fuck me, I guess. You can't remember the important lore info, but you can remember a fucking voice I did a month ago.
No. Okay, no. But it was that, but not British. So you're good. You know it now. I really appreciate it. We can do that in a moment. We need to. I need to introduce these people to the item shop that Atreus has.
Sophie looks at the three of you. Oh, right. My name is Sophie. I am one of the Yellow Jackets, a friend of Floss and Atreus. She kind of like eyes up Severance and Claire's guns and says, I think I like your style a bit. And she kind of like spins one of her golden revolvers.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, this is the other person that you guys read the aura of with the bracelet.
Oh.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah,
nice to meet you.
I'm sure Atreus will be happy to have some more people.
Floss heads inside.
Okay. We see a couple of patrons at the bar, just like three dwarven women. They're twin sisters. They're all drinking together, having a good time. We see Atreus, his shitty grin, his drink, at the plush couch with the large aquarium, and he's sipping a drink. He's got that yellow jacket and his beige pants.
Also, Claire, don't limb foul me. That's how Vans look in this time period. Okay, leave me alone.
I think Claire was limb-fouling me, saying you don't remember the fucking important lore info. But
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was
My bad.
I'm limb-fouling at but don't be British.
oh,
Oh. Well, no. Yeah, no. Sophie's voice is just Aphos, but not British.
got you.
Yeah, I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
If you guys don't mind, I would like to shop first.
I
Okay.
already have.
You
the
guys can
two
all
things
shop
I
at
want
the
to
same
buy.
time. It's fine.
Okay, well,
we
I
have
just
some
want to
role
make sure
play.
that. Oh, okay.
You guys enter, and Atreus kind of ignores all of you except for Tarr. And he puts his drink down and he approaches.
Well, look what the cat dragged in, if it isn't my esteemed business adversary. What brings you to these parts, Tarr Kageyama?
Need your help.
You need my help. Well, you're in luck, my little friend.
And he like runs his fingers across your shoulder.
My good business partner, Flos, decided to do me a favor, and now I can sell you all kinds of trinkets and magic items to help you in your little quest to crush the Feng with an iron boot. Ain't that so nice?
Oh, hey. Floss like snaps her fingers to get Atreus' attention.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that Nico guy is a fucking dick.
You're just now realizing some nerd who lives in a library is a real piece of shit.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
Anyways.
He thinks he knows so much about the world, but little dude just lives in a tower all the time collecting trinkets while I sell them to the highest bidder.
You see he like pushes a button and the aquarium lifts up and there's racks and racks of magic items on sale. You guys have access to the magic item shop and you can buy
Okay.
things.
Before you guys look, can you guys look in the VC chat? Do you guys want any of these? Because if you do, I'd do it. What?
Yes, I want the hidden blade.
While you
You
guys are
wanted the what?
figuring out magic items, I do have some more roleplay with Tarr.
I wanted
hold
the hidden blade.
That's fine. I don't need the hidden blade. Is that all? And does anyone else not care about any of those?
Oh wait, hold on. I just need the gi.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well then, let me. Okay, you can go ahead and do your roleplay with Tarr. I don't need the hidden blade. That was like the one I needed least, actually. So.
As you guys are perusing the items, I think Tarr and Atreus are standing back watching. I think Atreus has a drink in his hand now, and he's kind of leaning on Tarr's shoulder a little bit.
You know, I never thought I would have a prudy piece of shit like you hanging out with me.
I immediately slap the drink out of his hand and pick him up by his jacket.
Okay. You knock the drink out of his hand, it goes skittering across the floor and shatters. I think his eyes are wide and his brows raised. I think he was shocked by this. You pick him up, and you see tendrils of shadowy darkness quickly pulling from the shadows from out behind him, reaching out like tentacles towards you, and then sharpening like daggers pointed at your throat. They're not like up against it, but they're pointed in your direction.
I don't think you want to do this, Tango Kageyama. Wouldn't want to kill the last of your kind, now would I?
I wish you didn't say that because I was about to set him down. He kind of cocks back one fist, and then he goes to swing,
Wait.
but then he stops himself.
Oh, okay.
He sets him down.
The shadows recede back into the corners of the room.
Look,
I think. Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry for my outburst. I'm starting to realize that I know now that you were right. You can't get far in this world being only good.
Well, of course I'm right, Tarr. I'm always fucking right. That's the first lesson you're gonna have to learn, our little partnership.
Floss rolls her eyes.
I need your help because one of my students is in danger.
He kind of takes a swig.
Look,
From what?
Yeah, swig from what? Awesome.
Oh
from
shit,
what?
you're right.
Up on the floor.
He goes to his head to look at the drink, then he looks down at the broken glass on the ground. And he goes,
ugh, I'm gonna have to fucking clean that up, aren't I? Look, in mutual interest to help your little friend, I'm willing to do business with you. I mean, I've already made a deal with Flos, and that includes helping each other out. So anything you might need, I am obliged by contract to assist.
And then Tarr walks into the item shop.
I would like to tap Tarr on the shoulder sideline really quick.
Yeah.
I pulled Tarr aside. Look, I know Atreus Yeah, and I walk paces, so like Atreus
so he
isn't
can't hear you.
like so he's in immediate earshot.
Holy shit.
I walk like 8 or 9 paces with
Hell
Tarr
yeah.
away. Look, I know Atreus is certainly not the most upstanding individual, but you two need to put aside whatever bickery, homoerotic shit you're pulling, for the purposes of actually completing our goal. This bickering is going to do nothing.
I just kind of nod and say, I know. You don't insult my family.
You just gotta. God damn it. Just. You gotta put your pride down a little when you're around Atreus. He likes to think he's
Pride.
the biggest and the best. You have to feed into that a little bit in order to play him how you want.
Tarr smiles. I see what you're getting at.
You basically, in layman's, you let him play you so you can play him.
Yeah.
Anyways, Floss breaks the sideline and goes into the shop. Or
As
not,
you're
it's not into a shop.
perusing the shop.
It's like it's like a
Atreus,
shelf.
like you're I think you're like looking through the items, picking out what you want. And he leans into you and says,
Be careful who you play with, my friend. It's a dangerous fucking game.
It was a joke, Atreus. Calm down.
I'm just saying, if you double cross me, you'll live to fucking regret it. I think I made that clear day one. You can tell Tarr whatever you need to get him to calm down, but let's not forget our arrangement.
There's nothing that I could possibly gain from double crossing you.
Good.
and he like backs away from you.
The only reason that Floss like wouldn't double cross him is because she would literally gain nothing out of it. Like he has like he's a shriveled old man. Like I don't know what Floss would gain from double crossing him. Literally nothing. They have the same
Okay.
goals.
So
Floss doesn't like
I
him though.
see Severance has picked out the Hidden Blade and the Hunter's Requiem.
Yes. Yeah.
Moss has the key to the city, the fucking distraction bullets, the cigarettes, and a new outfit called the Dreadful Errand. Claire and Tarr, feel free to peruse.
Hey, what are we perusing?
There is
The
hashtag
item shop.
It is a channel that exists here. That is where all of the magic items are that you can buy.
So Austin,
Oh.
I can buy these for.
Yep.
Okay, I am
I'll
also gonna
remove
once
I do
everyone's
not see
things that are-
these. So I can pick
Oh,
any
just-
of this?
I'm removing the ones that the players have bought, but yes, like there's a price beneath it.
you have to spend your money on it, but yeah, it's self-explanatory. I think.
Damn. Shit is expensive. What
Oh,
the
yeah.
hell?
I mean, they're magic
I'm
items.
poor.
Well, Floss does have a
You want me to
lot
buy-
of money.
If you want me to buy, just ask Floss if there's something that you really want.
Oh my god.
And I will add more items to this shop as the campaign
Yeah, I need
continues.
I need a cool like Vash type gun.
I got you. You want Vash's angel arm in Reliance?
I
can
want
do
and
that for
I
you.
want like do shadowbound mana cannon but different.
You want me to bring back Shadowbound Mana Cannon?
No, but different, but like something,
Okay.
but like in that same like cool ass pistol.
There was already a cool ass pistol called Radiant Black.
Yeah, but it has a sword on it, and I don't care,
Okay.
frankly.
All right.
And also 2d8 is
Mm,
kind of baby number where we're at right now.
Right, but
Hell, the two kinds of brass does more damage, and it's smaller and dinkier and costs less.
Your fucking mom's dinkier, bro.
That's rude.
That's why I said it.
That's you're gonna make me
Red
cry.
Like
Austin. Do you
Roses
want me
has
to
a pistol
cry?
form.
Yeah, but that's a scythe.
Okay.
I need a
So-
pistol.
It's also a pistol.
what's
I need
my
a pistol.
budget?
What's your
Uh,
budget? Oh, sorry.
Cause
So show me the item, and I'll tell you if I'm gonna buy it for you or not.
That's fucked up.
okay.
How's that fucked up, Austin?
Don't treat Andrea like that.
Well, I mean, it's my money.
That's
Stay
true, like,
away from her.
If I feel like I want to buy it, Also, I like how there's like 2 small pieces of black cloth that are 1,500, just because of how good the ability is.
Yeah, true.
But Austin,
Yeah.
I would like to. Let me go here. You have the dock where all the items are stored, yes?
Yes, the master loot document that Edwin and I share.
Yeah. Would you be able to do? Hold on, let me send you the other one.
Do your mom? Absolutely. Am I right? Up top, Chad.
This is why I don't like you. Anyways,
What?
if you'd be able to replace these 2 images with something, because I want Floss to be awesome and cool.
You don't want fucking the Matrix outfit? What's wrong with the fucking cool ass green?
Well, because I
glasses?
found one that's cool.
They look gay.
Well, that's the fucking point, isn't it? We're playing Reliance.
I want. Okay, you don't have to. I was
No,
just.
it's okay. You can
I
have
was
the
gonna,
fucking John Lennon glasses.
I was gonna. Okay, well, and then I was gonna get Sev to draw. I was gonna get fucking Lucas to draw Floss with the 2 different armor sets that she can don and doff or whatever. But
Well, that's
I
fine.
guess I
That's-
just
that's
can't be
more than-
fucking cool around
Lucas,
you.
I need you to kill Cass for me.
What?
Okay.
No. I'll kill you first.
And then I was gonna ask Austin, which one do you prefer?
Okay, they can look like whatever you want. It's really fine. I prefer the
Yeah.
second one. I fuck with like.
You prefer the second one?
Yeah.
Okay, and also I forgot about the other thing. This is this because I think it's kind of important. Wait, let me.
The armor up amulet. Yeah. I
Yeah.
fuck with it. I fuck with it.
Okay, yeah, if you could change.
You can
those for me.
transmog your armor. Also, did Claire die?
I
Yeah.
think so.
Can you
Andrea, did
change-
you get murked? Hello?
Yeah. If you could send those 3 item cards to me, that'd be nice.
What item cards?
Hello.
You're gonna change the images.
Do you want me
for
to
them, yeah?
replace the images in the item
Well,
card?
well, so I can just have them saved as the item cards.
We'll do that
yeah.
after session. I don't want to do that right now.
Okay, well, hold
Because
on.
we have
how
like
do I
30
undo
minutes
deleted?
before Andrea actually disappears.
Oh wait, only 30 minutes.
Yeah, I think so. Andrea has to leave.
This
at
is gonna have
8.
to be a 2-parter now.
The session will continue. Claire is just gonna go do a thing.
Oh.
Hell yeah, 2 kinds of brass,
Well, like 2 kinds of butt.
2 kinds of
Hold on.
ass.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, but
It's 2d12 to unarmed strike damage. Can make a ranged attack.
I fuck with it. it.
I grab it and I turn to Floss. And can I get this?
that's like
For
literally
sure.
nothing burger. Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Boss says out loud, "Nothing burger."
No, she doesn't. She said like it's pretty cheap. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
She does not verbally out loud say nothing burger.
Boss out loud says, "Nothing burger." I love how the only quotes in our quotes channel has been from Floss.
Huh?
We have a quotes channel where I quote funny quotes, and the only quotes have been from Floss.
Because you hate the rest of us.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Well, that's what you get when you're a veteran player. You get privilege.
Wait, so there's no amount. Do I just have infinite distraction bullets?
Oh, shit. Well, that's a great question. You use them once.
What?
Yep. You can only shoot bullets once.
I can shoot 1 distraction bullet.
Yeah.
A singular bullet.
Yeah.
You're fucking with me, right?
Roll a d6. See how many you get.
It's 120 green
I
ember.
understand, bro, but this ain't fucking home timeline. We're playing in the world where everything's fucked up and evil, and I hate every one of you individually.
The fucking Reliance inflation has hit so fucking hard, dude. Jesus Christ, these tariffs.
Reliance inflation.
These tariffs! These guys! What was our fucking
that's
guy?
what it
AJ
is.
the Iceman? These fucking NBO tariffs coming in here, raising the price of goddamn everything.
the Sonora Alliance are the only ones that make like computer chips
God
because they're the only ones who
fucking
can.
damn it.
104% tariff on the Sonora Alliance. This is just ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous.
I can't import my goddamn Mavis Scott album.
I thought he died. I thought
Yeah,
Mavis Scott wasn't
was
real.
retconned.
He's decanonized.
Yeah.
He's real in my heart. Okay.
Is this shopping? Is everybody done shopping?
I'll roll a d20 to see how many
Yeah.
bullets I get. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's fair. Watch you roll a 1.
Wasn't that one?
Yeah.
11.
11's not bad. 11's not bad at all. Okay. Is there anything you guys want to do here?
So what's in the item shop is anything we can buy. There's nothing secret. Why?
There was no secrets.
No
Damn it.
secrets.
Oh shit! Wait, huge. Before you guys leave,
I want to buy more.
you want to buy more? You can buy more.
No, there's.
I have a 21 CB now, Austin.
Holy fuck.
Uh,
Okay.
God damn.
Give me more CB right now.
Okay. Here's what happens. You guys finish shopping, and after you're done, Atreus looks to Flos.
You know, I think it's about time we test out that little method that I've been talking about. You know, with our good friend Sophie.
Floss is confused.
In the nature of fighting the Fang, I think we test out that amulet
On who?
on Sophie.
I don't think she'll be able to handle it. You have to be really, really strong to survive something like this.
I mean, have you seen how she fights? She's a pretty good fighter. Unless one of your friends wants to take that gamble, or you yourself.
No, I have enough power. I'll be fine. But I don't know. Hold on. Floss goes into the Mind Palace. 1 second. What did Nico say about the blood thing?
You can increase the percentage chance that it gives people astral souls, by feeding it blood.
Does it have to be the person that is getting this? I almost said stand. Astral soul's blood, or
Nico
can it be
didn't
any
specify.
blood? So I don't know.
You don't know.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I retreat from the Mind Palace. I need to test something really quick. Floss is going to set the amulet on the counter. She is not going to cut herself with it.
Okay.
That is not. She's not trying to give herself the stand. She is going to take. Do I have anything sharp on me? I don't think I do. Hold
This
on.
is all I think of every time you say Mind Palace, by the way.
No. I'm talking about like. Hold on.
I didn't play
Alex.
Alex Y2K game, so I don't.
Mind Dungeon. It's actually the Mind Dungeon. I am saying it wrong.
Mind Palace is from Sherlock. Is that what it looks like in Floss's head?
Yeah, and then you go inside, and then it's like you know Zeph's demiplane. Imagine that, but it's inside of Floss, and then there's like a council of 5 different Flosses, and also one of them's
They're
really
all
fat
evil.
for some reason.
Wait, one of them's
They're all
fat?
no, they are all evil, and one of them's really, really fat. This is the plot of Yik, by the way.
That's awesome.
Anyways, so there's got to be some sort of kitchen knives in a bar, right?
Yeah.
Floss grabs one of these knives and pokes her finger, and a little bit of blood, and it drips onto the amulet, and she like backs away from it, like.
Roll a lean saving throw.
Okay. Lean. Where the fuck are my dice? Oh. 14.
Blood jumps out and onto the center of the amulet. It glows very slightly.
It glows. Okay.
Yeah, this has increased the survival chance by what was the original percentage?
There was no original percentage.
I thought
Never
it was a
told me.
1d4.
It's a 1d4.
And if you rolled.
So it has increased the DC. You now must roll a 3 or higher.
Okay. I think I'll be able to get Sophie to use this. You're just gonna have to excuse me for a moment. And Floss walks out to go talk with Sophie. She
Okay.
takes the knife with her.
Do you guys come with?
They're buying items right now.
Okay.
I think Severance doesn't know what's going on. I don't think he's been paying attention. She's in her
Alright.
own world right now.
Floss, you head outside to the car. You see Sophie. She's like very happy to see you. Oh, are you ready for your driving lesson?
Yeah. One thing. I know he can hear us, so I'm not gonna talk like he can't. Atreus wants you to use this on yourself. And she holds up the amulet.
Yeah, you guys had talked about that yesterday. That he wants to awaken astral souls in people.
Specifically you.
Right. I'm assuming he wants to bring us all back together, give us astral souls, maybe even you and your friends, and use it to fight the Fang, right? But you had said it's only like a percentage chance, right? Like it could just
Yeah.
kill me.
That's the thing. You can increase the chance. And sorry if this is a little out of pocket, I suppose, but I think I've talked to you enough, and I think that out of more than any of these people, like I'm acquaintances with them, sure, and I wouldn't even consider him such, but you, I feel like you're a friend to me, so I'll do this for you. She sets the amulet down on the ground, and she grabs the knife and she like gashes open her arm.
Blood
Atop
comes
it.
pouring out. You take 6 damage.
Owie.
The blood just runs over the amulet. It doesn't seem like it wants to accept any more of your blood.
Well,
Do I see this or no?
Tarr, do
Did
you
you come
follow
with?
Floss outside?
I think I did.
Yeah, you see this. Floss just
okay,
digs
that conversation was meant for Sophie's ears only. I literally just said that, like, oh yeah, everyone else is my acquaintance.
So
but you're
Floss
my
sneaks
only
off.
real.
Floss sneaks
You're
Okay.
you're my only real true friend.
right in front of
Is-
Tarr. No, Tar's not there. You cut deep into your arm. Blood comes gushing out. The amulet does not react to it. It seems like it's had enough of your blood today.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not what I expected to happen. I apologize, Sophie.
Are you
It-
okay?
It hurts pretty bad, but it ate some of my blood earlier, and it increased the probability of survival rate. But it seems it doesn't want any more.
Okay, so
I apologize. Sorry. Let me.
No, it's
She tries to.
okay.
She holds her hand behind her back, so she doesn't have to look at it.
she grabs your arm and bandages it. She like pulls out some bandages from her back pocket. Do you want me to try to use this now?
I don't feel comfortable with a. Does she know the percent chance?
No.
I don't feel comfortable with you trying
Okay.
this just yet.
Yeah, we can wait. How about that driving lessons? Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds nice. Let's wait for the others though. I think they'd find it fun. I don't know if any of them have ever ridden in a car.
you
I sure
wanna-
as hell haven't.
You want to take
Fritz
everyone
never
with you?
has.
I mean, if you don't mind.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Gang, what are we doing? What's the move?
Tarr will not fit in the car.
I love Yuri. Sorry.
What? Can I help
What?
you?
No, you can't.
Okay. Fucking Claire, Severance, you guys want to go on Floss's little driving lesson?
If Claire goes, I'll go.
Claire,
It's gonna
do
be
you
like
wanna go on
Parappa,
the
guys.
driving lesson?
Okay.
Tarr
I've never
probably
been in a
can't.
car, so
Okay.
No, we can fit him in the back.
It's
a van.
It is a van.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Yeah, but I am like 9 feet
we're not
tall.
gonna like really get into this. You guys experience Sophie trying to teach Floss how to drive. And I need Floss to roll a performance check.
Okay. All right. The heart of the cards or some shit like that. It's a flat d20, guys. Woohoo! 16. I thought I was gonna crash into a tree.
I'm just gonna drive right to the bar.
You know, you do relatively well. You learn a lot. Go ahead and add +1 to your performance modifier.
And also, do I have knows how to drive now?
Yes.
Hooray. Okay.
I want to clarify something. Claire. Andrea? Hello?
Yeah, they fucking
Hello?
got her.
You have to leave in like 20 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you prefer we end session and have a part 2, or the party continues to do their own things, and then we have a makeup session to see where Claire goes and what she's done?
I don't know,
what
because
else
like
we would do
I
right
don't know
now.
what I would do during that time.
I have an idea
What?
of like something to do that's already like a session that's planned, and like giving you that early could be fun.
Okay.
But it's up to you what you want to do, because that would mean like finding another time that works for you, and like running a session on not like on Saturday, like just a little one-on-one.
Right. And I can do that. We can do a one-on-one.
Okay, so here's what happens. I think you guys finish the driving lesson, and I think you guys are like outside the bar. Mordenkaine approaches you, Claire.
Okay.
Hey, can I borrow you for a moment?
Yeah. What's up?
I think I found a lead. Give me one moment. Look, all of the other vampires, I did a little looking and asking around. They were all called to the Ambrose estate, and I found a map of the city. I know where it is. I mean, if we want to try to find her, maybe we should go. I mean, we're their kin. We could just say we're here to report, right?
Yeah.
Or, if you want to be sneaky about it, we can. But it would be easy enough to just walk in, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I think we should go check it out.
Okay. For the safety of your friends, maybe you and I just go it alone. I mean, they'll smell fresh blood from a mile away.
Yeah. Kind of turn over and look at everybody else in the party and like explain that I'm gonna be trying to find stuff about Ambrose with Mordenkaine.
I don't see a problem with that.
If any of you guys want to go with Claire, you're allowed to. That just means like finding a day other than Saturday before next session.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm Floss. Floss gonna do her own thing in this Miles Morales gift.
Okay. And this is actually chapter 6, 7, 8, the one that got away. We'll just move that session to be earlier.
Okay.
Hell yeah. So when you leave, that's you going to do that. Okay?
Okay.
And that's good because that keeps us within the time frame, I think that works.
Yeah.
Would the rest of you like to do anything? What's the plan?
Okay.
Have I left at this point?
We'll just say you can leave whenever you have to go. If there's
Okay,
anything you still
that's
wanna
fine.
I'm okay. So, Austin, just so you know, for future reference, Floss is going to keep her grimoire in her bag.
do. Okay,
Okay, she does not like the unwanted attention.
got you.
I'm trying to think of what I would want to do right now.
You guys were told by Nico to check out that bar. There's that to do. And I guess like Nico's also researching the amulet more if you want more stuff on that. You guys are just free to kind of explore and do whatever too,
Yeah.
I'm trying to like show you your quest log and be like, hey. here's the
Yes.
things.
What is, or how long is it until we got, like, because he told us like around what time they were reading, right?
Yeah. He said he saw them at 3, so we could just time skip if you guys want.
I don't want to time skip. What
yeah,
time is
we
it right
are. I think it's maybe about like 10. We are on like
10?
a ticking clock in this campaign at this point because it's 5 days until the gala. So time is, important.
now? Right. Well, if
Also,
anyone
there
else doesn't have anything. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I just was gonna say there might be a point where I might pause just so I can eat dinner, but we can keep
Yeah,
playing.
that's fine. I would love to take a break to eat as well, a little bit.
We can take a pause right now. That's fine. We can ponder on what we want to do.
I'm waiting on my food. So,
Oh, okay.
DoorDash free. What'd you order? What'd you get?
none of your business.
Well, I was just curious. Hey, as someone who loves you, I was just curious and wanted to know. Okay.
Anyways, I don't. Where are Seven, Claire, and Tarr? Well, I know where Claire's at. Where's Seven, Tarr right now? Where are
They were in the
hanging out?
car with you. I think you guys are like exiting the car now. Like you're just outside the bar.
Okay, well, I wanted to like I didn't know where like Sophie was hanging. I wanted to hang out around her.
Yeah, just hanging out. So I think Sophie's like, what are the things she does? I think Sophie's gonna head to her room and just like read a book on firearms.
Oh, I guess is she heading there like right now?
Yes, yeah. She's like walking back into the bar, headed to her room.
I tap her on the shoulder.
Oh, yes, Flos.
Do you mind if I come with you?
Yeah, if you want to just hang out with me. I don't really have much else going on, but don't you have someone to save?
I mean, we're kind of caught up in a lot of it's an order of operations type thing.
Okay. All right. Yeah, if you just want to hang out.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to head out at about 2, but
Okay. Yeah, we can do something. And she goes into her room, and she starts showing you her firearm collection. You notice all of her guns are like painted gold.
It seems you have a style going here.
Yeah. I just I like things a bit more fancy. Severance and Tarr and Claire. What do you guys do?
Claire's dead.
Canonically?
No, wasn't Claire going to do something else?
Yeah, but like only leaving whenever Andrea has to leave. I don't want to just be like, you're gone now, bye.
Oh, right, yeah. I forgot.
I'd imagine Tar's Is it raining outside?
Yeah, it's like sprinkling. I guess like Tarr, you were recommended to see a cleric. There might be something there. Severance, there's a lot going on with you right now.
Yeah, there sure is.
I do actually have something that I'd like to do, but it's at the end.
I'm gonna take a bit of a step away from Flos for a moment. And
Yeah, please.
focus on the other players.
I think Severance would just be like sitting in like a little random spot, like trying to be hidden, just like. Or are there books around this like bar or anything?
I think there's maybe like a small shelf in the corner with like comedy books or like I don't know, like
Karaoke.
Yeah.
Are there any books to like learn anything?
Roll perception for me.
That is where's my perception? That is a 14.
With a 14, you find a book written by AJ the Iceman. And it's called Laws or Threats.
You said laws or threats?
Uh-huh.
What is this gonna teach me?
You open it, and gilded in gold on the cover, not like the back of the cover, it says, laws or threats made by the dominant socio-economic ethnic group in a given nation. It's just the promise of violence that's enacted, and the police are basically an occupying army. This appears to be like an anarchist principle book of thinking.
Like a manifesto?
It's like a manifesto. There's several bookmarks here that are yellow and black, like the color scheme of Atreus.
I think Severance would put it back. Can I roll again? Can I look for
Absolutely.
a book? Okay, that is a 22.
With a 22, holy fuck, it's the third Lord of the Wing book.
Yay! Yay! I guess I'm still reading those.
You're actually going to get a
Lord of the-
+1 to history for getting so deep in such a culture icon of a series.
You said +1 to history?
Yeah.
Yes, and that's a +0. Let's go, guys.
How have you been enjoying this historical fantasy novel series about dragon tamers?
She is probably really enjoying it compared to how the rest of her life is going.
Hell yeah.
I think she reads to cope.
Fucking fantasy escapism? That certainly can't be a
Oh,
metaphor
yeah.
for anything.
It certainly can't be. But that's probably what she's doing right now, in like some
Okay.
like corner somewhere in the dark
Yeah.
by herself.
You actually just got to a spot in the book where Rexus Imbrigate shows up, who was like the OG creator of like the old Blaze Order. This is essentially like Abraham Lincoln showing up and fighting fucking Nazis or something. Like that's the equivalent.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Tarr,
Yes.
what would you like to do?
So I imagine after all of us got out of the car, Tarr kind of just sat outside, sitting in the rain with his head down. Kind of just pondering at everything he's done and everything that Zik just told him.
I need you to roll a perception check.
Let me see my modifiers. That is a 17.
You're sitting there, rain pouring down your back. Occasionally people go left and right down this street, as they do. Valhaven's it's a bustling city. But across the way, you look up idly. Thunk, thunk, thunk. 3 arrows appear out of nowhere in the wall. There is a clattering of a sword on the ground covered in blood. Then, in front of you, another shard of a teacup clatters to the ground.
How far is it away from me? Do I have to like stand up to pick it
Uh,
up, or can I just grab it?
It's like maybe... Like, you can just grab it. It's like a foot in front of you.
Okay, yeah, then I grab it.
It looks like it fits with the shard you have now. It doesn't make a complete teacup.
I kind of try and like piece it together with Tarr's gigantic hands.
Yeah.
And I kind of put it back in my bag.
You can almost
Um,
hear distant waves crashing against your mind.
I try and shake it off in my head, just and just sigh.
Gang! Are we time skipping? This is downtime?
No.
Do I
no.
need to go to the priest if that's
If you'd
possible?
like to, Tarr,
Yeah.
what kind of priest are we seeking out here? Generic? Specific?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. The one that Rudy told me to go see.
Sure.
Spiritual healer, I
Roll,
think.
Spiritual healer, sorry.
Roll a perception for me.
Nat 20.
Natural 20. Ulrich's a faithful city, always has been. Most people in the world recognize that the gods exist. And while they haven't exactly been fruitful as of late, they've always been there throughout all of the history of Reliance. They're very real. Real-world history is enough to tell you that. Tarr, you don't really like magic, at least from what I've gathered.
Yes.
And a deity's influence, I mean, that is pure, raw, unfiltered magic. You find before you a cathedral, very like Catholic in nature, very old school, cobblestone, spires, giant fuck-off mosaic. And this mosaic has 1,000 eyes with a silhouette of black. The door is wide open. People, worshippers of Alterheim and other gods, symbols around their neck, walking to and fro, people praying on the steps, a sickly mother crying, pox marking her face.
Healers come by, dousing her with holy water, yet it's doing nothing for her. Her tears stream further. What do you do?
I try and go talk to one of the spiritual healers.
Okay. You walk in. You see pews, rows and rows, a large stage, another giant mosaic. At the center, a child with a dozen eyes, shaggy black hair covering most of their forehead, down into their eyes. It's only about half the height of this mosaic here. Behind, glimmering blue lights. Statues of all of the gods lining the walls, triumphant. Though you do notice in the corner, one of these statues has been broken and shattered, only remaining a crumble, the plaque etched away. You can see a bunch of figures in robes, consoling people. At the front, there are a handful of these priests, these clerics, chattering together. There is a woman, an elven woman, with short, cropped white hair. She's draped in one of these long black robes as well. A symbol of an eye around her neck. She approaches you. How can I help you, sir?
I don't know what I've done.
I'm sorry.
I had this dream, and I accepted power from somebody.
Why don't we move somewhere a bit more private, yes?
Agreed.
She takes your hand, and she leads you into a back room. And before she enters, she says,
Are you of any faith in particular? Any god you worship specifically?
No.
Right. And she kind of looks you up and down. Given your nature, let's find an idol of Tutmoncap, yes?
and she leads you into a room and produces this statue of a lizard. And there are a dozen floating spears kind of like held up on the statue behind, making like a triangle motion. This figure has a large shield and a massive claymore in hand, kind of like stood in a warrior pose. She shuts the door. There's like a large, like plush kind of pew with like a couple of cushions, and she draws like a wooden stool and sits down, lights some incense in here.
Tell me of your plight, my child of Alterheim.
What does that word mean? Plight?
Plight. Your fight, your struggle, what you're dealing with.
Loss. Lots and lots of it. And I finally just got back up on my feet, and I've had it all stripped away. I've lost one of my students. I got the other one back, but I had a dream, and I accepted power from some entity. Have these two shattered pieces of a teacup. I don't know. I'm lost.
She kind of looks at you. Loss is a part of life. Even the gods themselves have lost before. The god Cassius, god of disguises and mimics, lost his eyes upon tricking his mother. Sure, it was a loss that he earned, but he'll never be able to see again. We have to deal with grief. We have to find ways to cope and grow. Be that through the arts, the gods, finding an outlet like fighting. You can't let this loss consume you. You have to find a good emotional outlet. Some way to put that energy somewhere positive. Some people feed the sick or the needy or those who have less. It's really all about, where it comes from inside you.
Problem is, I did find that, and it just got stripped away from me.
Then maybe it's time to find a new outlet if your last one was taken from you. Maybe this church, the gods, could be your outlet. It helps to ground one, to have principles to follow.
What about that broken statue?
The broken statue.
Yeah.
You see, while she was trying to remain positive and like smile, her face immediately drops.
Arcadia. A goddess of wealth and of people, of helping the lesser, the needy. A real people's champion. A lot of warriors follow her, trying to help wherever you can, do the right thing. She once built a grand city called Arcadia's Plunder, a home for refugees who had nowhere else to go, underneath the sea, away from the war. Unfortunately, we lost her some time ago. One day, her presence disappeared. Soul Reavers, their abilities stopped working. Prayers unmet. It was like she was just gone. And sure, faith usually keeps these things up when things like that happen. Alterheim hasn't spoken to a Soul Reaver in a long time. That's just his nature. He doesn't speak directly to mortals. You would be remiss if you thought that. But Soul Reavers, shepherds, they still get their power from the gods. But those who worshipped Arcadia not too long ago just vanished, gone, without a trace. Over time, we stopped worship. The people's champion, no more.
Is there any way to see what deity contacted me?
You were contacted by a deity?
Yeah.
She kind of like furrows her brows. That's uncommon.
I don't know who it was. They wouldn't give me their name. All they said was, hold on, now I gotta go look into the chat.
Holy shit. Huge.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, we chatted a lot during this session.
We did. We did.
Right. A deity contacted you? Okay.
He called himself a benefactor of fate.
Benefactor of fate.
And then
She kind of like begins to like take your temperature with her hand.
Look, it's not often that deities seek out mortals. It's been known to happen throughout history with figures like Rexus Imbergate and Alterheim. I mean, it was believed that they struck a deal so he could have the might of dragons. But that's not something that happens every day. Are you quite sure that you received something from this benefactor of fate?
I reach into my bag and pull out the 2 shards of the teacup.
Okay. That's not her saying that. That's me saying that.
Oh.
I have to do some rolls here. This woman's face is in shock, and perhaps even impressed at first when she sees this. And as she opens her mouth to speak, within the blink of an eye, she's gone. And
Oh
all that
no!
remains where she stands is a smattering of blood, a smear. The door beside you, kind of like swinging, as if it was just opened.
Tar's just sitting there in awe. He kind of puts his head down, and in his head, he keeps saying, "Who are you?" Hoping for a response. Okay.
You are greeted with silence.
Is there another exit in this room other than just the one door?
Yeah.
Okay, Tarr leaves through that exit.
All right. You leave. Holy shit.
Fuck!
Is there anything else you guys would like to do?
Yeah. Ow.
Yeah, good job hitting yourself in the nards, Floss. Holy shit.
I hope you kill yourself. I just shouldn't say that. That's evil. My bad.
Free bottom surgery? Real.
Yeah, I'm killing the both of you. Anyways, is Sev still reading that book?
I'd imagine, like, in the bars.
Okay.
Sev is sitting in a couch.
Okay,
and
because
it's-
I'm just like I'm sure Sophie's probably doing something in her room. I'm just sitting there or whatever, and then I'd say it's been like maybe an hour or something. So it's like
Sure.
11 now.
Yeah.
I turn over to Sophie and I was like, I've never explored Valhaven all that much.
Oh, you're talking
because
to Sophie, right?
Sophie, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean it's a fine city once you get to know it. I mean aside from the crime, and the fascists, and the Fang, and the plague,
I mean,
and the
every-
sand consuming the world, and the giant kingdom to the north that's slowly invading everything. But aside from that, it's a nice city.
I mean, every place has its crime and fascists. I think it's just an evil of the world, persistent evil of the world. But we could like go out, cause mischief, if you so wanted to. Of course, I'm not asking you necessarily
Are
that
you
you have to.
asking me to go out and cause mischief with you?
Yeah.
I feel like maybe you have more pressing matters to deal with right now.
Well, no. We have something that we have to deal with, but the earliest we can do it is 3. So I mean, we're really stuck
Okay,
until then.
do you want to rob another casino?
What? No, I mean, I didn't necessarily mean cause crime. I just mean, I don't know. I
Mischief.
just wanted to hang out with you.
You just wanted to hang out with me.
I guess. I don't
You
know.
guess? I mean, I guess we could hang out. Do you have anything in mind?
I mean, we can drive around in the van and find something to do. I mean, sorry if.
I mean, gas crystals are a bit of a commodity.
Wait, hold on. Sorry. The out of character. I thought we just had gasoline.
They're magic crystals that power cars. This is very old lore. Yeah, no, cars are powered by crystals. Yeah, because it has to be magic, and it's stupid. Because that implies that dinosaurs existed, and then we got oil from their bones.
Yeah, that's what we do now, except it's just fucking oil. It doesn't have to be magic oil.
Fuck
That's
you.
kind of dumb.
We have magic oil.
The whole reason I wanted the van was so I
Sure,
could drive around.
we can drive around.
I mean, only if you want to. I don't want to,
I mean, it sounds like you're dying for it. And Sophie takes your hand, and you guys go on a nice little drive.
Hold on. Walking out like into the bar or whatever. I wanted to hand something to Severance before we did that.
Yeah, Severance, you see Floss, and Sophie is holding Floss's hand, and Floss goes to approach you.
I'm looking down at the book that Severance is reading. You read, yeah.
She nods.
I picked up this book a while back. I don't remember why. It's been so long. I literally don't remember why I have this, and it serves no purpose to me. So, and Floss hands over a book, and on the cover it says, what does it say? Embergate, the true story.
Holy shit.
I,
You know that name.
I don't know why.
You know that name, Severance. Rexus Embergate, hero of the old Blaze Order. Dragon trainer original. He was the guy who, like, originally trained dragons IRL. And by IRL, I mean in Reliance.
About to say, I was gonna have to say, he was a real person?
Yes, he was a real person. No, Rexus was the guy who, like, founded the old Blaze Order.
I know. That's,
Okay.
I was just gonna have Severance say that, because I don't know
Okay.
if Severance would have connected that.
I don't.
Wait,
I don't know.
Severance says he was real? That's really funny.
It's like finding out that George Washington was real.
Yeah. It's like, he was a real person?
I mean, I don't know anything about. Again, I literally, this is both in character and out of character. I literally don't know why I have this book. So I mean, you can have it. Anyways, I'm gonna go hang out with Sophie. I think I'll be back at 2 or so we can go to that spot.
I
that
remember
Nico...
what this is. Holy fuck, this is so funny. Flos leaves. Severance, you look at this, okay? You read the back of the cover. You're interested. This guy's fucking real. This is a musical. This is a fucking Hamilton-style musical about Rexus Embergate.
Oh my god! This is the prison musical!
This is. Remember? You
This
played the tree or whatever the fuck.
I did!
It was a metaphor for the all-seeing eyes of Alterheim.
No. What it is? It's a what's the word for it? It's a not a procedure. It's not a schedule. It's not a procedure. There's a word for it. The program. It's a program. It is a program pamphlet for Embergate, the true story, the musical.
Oh my god.
So you're reading a musical right now.
I think she's like, oh, he's real, and then sees this musical, and she goes, oh.
Rexus says, I am not throwing away my shot.
I'm not throwing away my what?
That bit is fucking immaculate. I'm so sad Lucas doesn't know what that is.
I'm not throwing away my
what?
What?
I wrote Moana, or did I?
She probably does not actually read it. She just puts it away.
Okay.
Yeah, Floss is driving around with
Sophie.
Sophie right now. Does anything spot our eye mischief wise?
You guys pop a hydrant and blow fucking water all over the place, and it's awesome.
That's not very nice.
Do you guys do anything before we get to, like, plot? Before 3 o'clock arrives?
I mean, other than Floss spending quality time with her new friend.
You receive +1 heart emoji from spending time with Sophie. She seems to have had a very good time with you. You guys had a lot of laughs, and you learned a bit more about her. I mean,
it's beautiful.
I think you did learn already that, like, Atreus saved her as a kid. And she kind of, like, owes her life to him because of that. Makes a lot of sense, considering, like, when you saw her in her room with that teddy bear and she was crying because Atreus saved that teddy bear since she was a little girl. And, like, it was here waiting for her.
Oh, Seb's food is here. Time for a break.
Yeah, I would fuck with a break. What time are we going till, by the way? Because usually we go to 9, but I think that's only because of, like, Claire low-key. I can go till whenever. And this is
I would normally be able to go till whatever, but I have work tomorrow. Not specific, because I work at like 4 p.m., so I could stay up till literally 4 a.m. But the thing is, I've really wanted to hang out with some of my other friends, so I'd say 9:30 is good.
Okay, so we got like an hour-ish.
Yeah.
An hour 15. We'll take a 15-minute break. That'll give us an hour left. That
Okay,
should cover
I'm going
everything.
to leave the VC. Ping me when we're back.
Okay. We'll take 15. And I know that's going to sound great on recording back, taking 15. That'll be cool.
What do you mean that'll sound great on recording back?
No, I just mean me going and listening to session tomorrow. I'll be like, God damn it, 15 minutes where we didn't have a session. I'll be right back. I'm going to go to the bathroom.
Holy shit. Session has been baller.
Hello?
Hello.
I'm heating up my leftovers. Oh, it's just you and me,
Yeah.
because Lucas took his headset off. I hope you like your patron. I hope the mystery is intriguing to you. I think Cass forgot who the patron is, even though, like, she should really know. There's a lot of, like, iconic things. Connor knows, and Connor was excited about it. I hope you like your patron. Hello?
I'm trying to
Okay.
play. I'm trying to play the role now that more so that Tarr doesn't know who he
Yeah.
is anymore.
Oh, hell yeah.
He
I
has
fuck with that.
shattered himself.
Hello, Floss.
Yummy,
That's kind of what I've been
delicious.
going for. Okay.
So, Cass, I know you can be cool and chill and not say things, but I'm surprised. Do you really not know who the patron is?
Huh? Oh no! Oh no! Connor DM'd it to me.
Okay. Did you?
I literally wouldn't.
So don't
I
say
wouldn't
don't say
know
their name
right now.
Right now, you wouldn't
I
know.
won't. Right now, I wouldn't know.
The teacup wasn't
Deadass.
a dead giveaway.
No.
What?
If it was like a pawn or something, maybe.
No, because you're thinking of two other specific entities that exist that have that.
No.
Because
No,
this
one of them-
character doesn't do pawns, doesn't do chess. This character does the long table with all the pastries and the teacups and the big intricate chair.
Wait, so do all the different characters do different things?
Yes, yeah, that's part of it. Is that like every different
Oh, I
one
thought, I
of the
thought
one
they
of
all.
those
I thought
individuals
they were.
has a specific gimmick.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, okay.
And I thought
well,
the
how is
voice
the
would have been
tea-
a fucking dead giveaway.
I don't. I haven't heard his voice in God knows how long.
Yeah.
But no, but like how? Wait, how would have the teacup been a dead giveaway if the other one didn't do teacups?
The other no. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna grab my food because it's done heating up, and I'm gonna DM you some stuff. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go grab a drink. I'll be right back.
Yummy, delicious.
Anyways.
But no, I really hope you like your patron. I think it was really
I
cool.
will. I'm very upset right now that that person just immediately is dead now.
You know, it was really weird how they died too, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's why I just kind of. Tarr was like, "Well, fuck, they're dead."
And like the
So Tarr
weird
walked out.
fucking like weapons appearing out of thin air and dropping.
Yep. Arrows flying at me.
Not at you, like into the wall. Like I would say a wall across from you, just like out of nothing.
I'm trying to get like more intense into the role play,
Yeah.
and I kind of feel a little selfish this session.
No, you should do it. Make tar shit. That's what I want. I want you guys. I want there to be sessions where certain characters glow more.
Yeah, but I feel like it's been a lot more about me recently than anybody
No,
else.
well, it's because right now Tar is kind of the heart of the story. Like Camilla is the driving force of the plot right now. Don't feel bad about it.
Okay. I just
Severance's stuff will be a lot later. Floss has a lot of stuff recently. Claire is getting their session.
okay. Cuz I want Claire to experience or Andrea to experience the game more.
No, I agree. That was a problem I had when I ran 5e with her as well. I want to make sure she's experiencing it. And I think this solo session is going to have that a little bit.
That's good.
I think it's new player shyness a little bit, too.
Yeah.
We love Andrea, though. Andrea's great.
And I honestly feel like Andrea might be shy because there are veterans in the party and she feels like she's going to be judged, and I don't want her to feel that way.
I think it's a thing that will come in time. It'll be okay.
Yeah.
I just can't wait for, like, things to be revealed about your patron. And I'm excited about it. Like,
I
you
want
were
them
very
to come
close.
sooner.
You were very close there.
So the lady that died, she knows who it was before she died.
Maybe. It looked like she was going to
Don't give
say
me that
something.
bullshit. Don't give me that
It looked like she
bullshit.
was going to open her mouth to say something.
Yeah,
like-
don't give me that bullshit now. Don't be like, maybe.
Interesting. In the blink of an eye, she was fucking gone. And the door was, like, swinging open a little bit.
Hello?
Hello. Check your DMs. Please don't say too much out loud. I want to surprise
Who
Tristan with this.
who are we surprising?
Tristan.
Oh.
Me. Because
He
I know
doesn't
nothing.
know.
And I don't want
You
Tristan
know
to know.
you don't know.
I want this to be a surprise because the reveal will go crazy.
Because I also know nothing about like the lore
Yeah. That's
of
why this works. I like having surprises
Reliance
for my
in general.
players. Because chess was a thing that Tori added for those two specific characters. And I thought it was really cool.
I thought that the guy specifically had chess.
No.
Because or was that Finch?
Finch also didn't have chess. It was just the two that I mentioned here.
Then, well, no, you definitely had Floss, like at some point entering, or like someone entering some god's domain at some point, and it's like they're making moves on a chessboard against
No,
like
that's those two that I mentioned.
Okay, hold on, let me DM you something.
Yeah, please keep things to DMs. I want Tristan to be surprised.
Hold on. I can just do this so that way you don't have to DM.
You're gonna
Okay.
But it'll be on a session recording. Oh fuck.
It's hold on, no, drag him back. It's gonna be in session recording, so I'll just DM you.
Yep. It'll be in session recording, Tristan. So.
Oh shit.
So we're just gonna DM about it.
Hold on, let me.
But I hope that, like, once you figure things out, that you see what I'm going for here.
I'm excited. I'm genuinely excited.
Like, I'm almost 100% sure. Either
maybe, but if so, I don't remember it. Yeah, maybe that's what it was. Was they took inspiration?
The whole party's gonna know before I am. This is a W.
Yeah. I mean,
Floss has no
Lucas
fucking
and
idea.
Andrea probably won't.
Lucas wants to know.
The only reason that Cass knows about this is because Cass is a veteran player, and this was one of my favorite NPCs.
Every single time that I get called a veteran player, I smile a little bigger.
Well, yeah. I think Andrea is where, like, early Floss was, where it's, like, a little scared to roleplay because they're new to the table, and that's okay.
Yeah. Okay, are we doing game or food?
Lucas is still eating, and I'm also still eating. We're gonna be,
Okay.
like, 5 minutes.
Yeah, you're good.
Like 8:30.
Yeah. 9:30 is my cutoff.
And I know who Lucas says. No. I'll let it be a surprise for you too.
And if we can't, if we need, like, if we have a good stopping point at, like, if we have like a good stopping point at like 9:10, 9:15, we can save the rest of that time for pros, cons, and comments.
Yeah.
But like, if we need to cram as much as we can into the 9:30, we can. But like, if we find a good stopping point,
it's really funny. I have like one paragraph of important shit that's supposed to happen today, and I was like, I'll get that out of the way. They can do their own things. and we haven't gotten there yet.
We've just spun our own session. It's beautiful.
good,
It's a
though.
beautiful little thing.
We like that. It's just that thing determines where you guys go next session. So, like, I kind of need that to happen today because I
Yeah,
can't
we can
prep
totally do
next
that.
session without knowing where you guys are going to go.
Yeah, I like in every floss, every universe's floss has two constants: potatoes and Yuri.
True.
Big if true. Big if
Remember
true.
what happened to the last time Floss had Yuri, though?
Nothing happened to it. That's what the thing is, that nothing happened to it. Nothing happened. Well, that's just because we haven't revisited that floss. That was like near the end of where we've seen floss so far.
Remember the last time we saw the entity that Tarr Kageyama is dealing with? Because I do. I remember the giant emotional monologue.
I don't remember the contents of it, but I know basically what happened and basically the consequences of their actions.
Remember when Ray and Zephram did that thing at the same time, and that made Cassius show up, and he was like, "What the fuck happened?" And it was really cool.
I'm gonna need, you know how we were gonna do like the video essay style recap. Yeah, I'm gonna need. I don't remember anything from that campaign. Yeah, I don't remember anything from the Ashes other than Tori was high key kind of being mean to me.
Tori was the worst. Ratbag showed up.
Oh yeah, and Floss. I'm not gonna say that.
Floss nearly got R-worded, right?
What?
No.
What?
Ray nearly got R-worded.
I don't remember that, but sure. No.
Floss summoned a succubus and tried to seduce Ray so she could get her gold back.
What?
You don't remember that?
No.
I remember that.
I remember
it clearly. Because then Tori was like, "Well, Ray isn't attracted to succubuses anyway. She only likes men." And you were like, "Okay, well, it's an incubus." You guys were at each other's throat.
I mean, because what kind of PC would
steal? No, hey, I'm on your side. I know, but it was funny.
Like if anything bad happens, like I was like, obviously I have the posters still in tow, but like if it would be very like elegant. It wouldn't be trying to be me fucking over Lucas at every single like turn, and I don't think I would because I've given him a fucking friendship bracelet. But let's just say Floss turns evil and is at Severance's throat. It would be much more lawful evil against Severance. I wouldn't try and fuck over Lucas at every possible turn. I would just be like, hey, I want this guy killed.
That was what Tori did.
I would hire assassins, probably, if I really wanted Severance dead.
Remember when Floss shot into like an open crowd?
That's what I was gonna say. Before you said the R word thing. But yeah, she literally shot into an open crowd. Like it was at like a circus too, full of children.
Legitimately a full-on shooting, and like guards showed up.
Yeah, no, it was a shooting. I don't know. I don't remember why it happened though. Ikey.
You missed. I think you went to shoot Ray and you fucking missed. You shot like a civilian.
Oh yeah, yeah, that is what happened. Something like that. Floss literally caused a shooting. Yeah, so yeah, we're doomed. The main timeline Floss isn't the best either, but I mean she's, you know.
I will say I prefer Doom time Floss so far. Fucking rules.
Well, yeah, that's because I wasn't good at writing when I was 13 years old.
What? Really?
Who would have thunk it?
No, wait, you were bad at writing as a kid? That's unreal.
Who would have fucking thought?
Definitely not me.
All right. We're back in.
I like coconut chocolate.
Okay. We are going to time skip to 3 now.
And play some goddamn ambience.
Oh shit. Bad DM. Bad DM.
Bad DM.
Me whipping Austin. Hold on. Wait, hold on. I gotta send the image. I gotta send the image of me whipping Austin. Hold on.
Hey, yo.
Hold on, wait. I promise this is relevant.
Y'all are whipping each other?
Because he's bad DM. Hold on.
Don't say no. Oh, this is the wrong ambience. Bad DM back in the cage? Put me in the cage yourself, you fucking loser.
Yeah, Austin, this is me.
I love that.
Bad DM.
You don't have the fucking balls to do it yourself.
That image is not cropped very well at all, but it's me whipping.
You don't have
The
cojones.
original image was me whipping animators, Studio Mappa animators to work faster.
Animators like Tomater from Cars.
I think I'm gonna hang myself. Like after the session.
Okay. Focus up.
Lock in, chat.
You guys, all together, the three of you. Claire went to go look into Yandril Ambrose. That's good. That's something that the three of you don't have to do. Something like you can kind of split up and take care of, right? So the three of you are headed to the dock ward.
Can we be? I kind of wanted to use like, you know how we would ride around on those like the motorcycle things that Liam had or whatever.
Yeah.
A lot of the time. Yeah. Can we go in the van?
You guys go in the van, driving through the streets of Valhaven towards the dock
Hell
ward,
yeah.
towards this place called Anchor's Weight. Nico told you guys that behind this place at 3 is where they encountered Yandril Ambrose meeting with members of the Fang. I think that this is a like half square shaped sort of dock area with like an upper area, then a lower area where the boats are, and then implanted on like the inside of that, for lack of a better term, like a cliffside, right? Like it's like a 10, 12-foot high ceiling goes down. That's where the dock is, and then up top above that there's like buildings, but then inside like that dock space, that half square, there are buildings implanted into the wall. And one of those is this large bar called Anchor's Weight. There's like a giant comically sized anchor outside. You see the like windows are up, like lit up, and there's patrons aplenty drinking. And you can see like an alleyway carved out of the side that goes to like more buildings down there, almost like a tunnel of sorts.
Right. Sorry, can I ask you a question really quick, Austin?
Uh-huh.
What level spells again am I allowed to cast as a level 4 spellcaster? Is it level 2 or level 1?
I don't know.
Didn't
I thought it was level 3.
what? No.
There's just
Level
spellcasting
didn't
rules.
yeah, you had a chart.
I don't know where the spellcasting rules are. Hold on.
It's in the chat somewhere.
What level are you?
I am a level 4 thaumaturgist. Well, actually, no. It wouldn't be off of my thaumaturgy level. It would be off of my adventure level, considering it's a grimoire.
Yeah.
It's not tied to my
Yeah.
class, so it actually level 6.
Up to level 3.
Cool.
Bad DM. Okay. What do you guys do?
Do we have like a specific spot where we knew that they were hanging out?
Behind the bar. Which to get behind, you can either view from above, or you can go into the tunnel, and like walk around from either the left or the right.
Let's see. What is this? Okay, so Floss is in the NB armor / mask one right now.
Also, Tarr and
I guess
Severance,
she
feel
looks-
free to speak up too. Like, you guys exist
Yeah.
as well.
I think she gets out of the van and she like stands in front of it, like planning, plotting.
I think Servants is also just observing around. Because. Okay, sorry. I have not fully locked my brain back into what we're doing. So you said we could look at what we're trying to look at from above, or from 2 tunnels.
Yes.
Where is the place that we would look at from above?
It's behind the bar. Oh, you're saying look above? I don't know. It was just something that he was saying. I think.
Fuck.
Sorry.
You're good.
Hold on. I'm looking at my items really quick. I apologize. I'm trying to see if I have anything that would be of use. Okay, yeah, no, I don't have anything. Is there like a good so you said like to the behind the bar? Is there like a good vantage point further away from so we're not just standing literally behind the bar like where they would be doing their trade?
So essentially, like, there's this lower layer where there's like buildings
Right.
and shit where the dock actually is. Then there's a second layer above you can take like stairs up towards that like is other buildings. So you could either be like on that walkway up there or even on like one of the buildings on the second level. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to get back in the car and drive over. I'm assuming everyone else is getting back in the car.
Yeah.
Or the van, rather. I'm going to drive over to like in a spot near those stairs where the van can comfortably sit. I'm going to start heading up these stairs.
Me too.
You make your way to the second level. You can see like the back of the bar and the back of some other buildings down here. Can you roll perception for me?
I sure can.
Holy shit, things are about to happen for real, for real.
Hold on, let me check what... Okay, yes, with the mask I have... Okay. So I actually have a +7 plus advantage to all my perceptions.
The board.
Can I also be looking?
Oh my god! The first one was a nat 20. Okay.
What did you say, Lucas?
Can I or it's the nat 20, so whatever. Because I was gonna be
Okay.
like, can I also look? But
Both of you guys see, behind the building, there are 3 Fang agents dressed in their like regular like attire with their masks up. You see 2 tieflings in suits. It appears like they're talking about something, and one of them has a suitcase.
okay. What else happened?
Yeah, I
you
don't think I'm going to
see,
do anything right now.
One of the tieflings hands the suitcase off to the Fang. They produce a pouch, and they hand it. They kind of go to shake hands. You see as they like pull their hands away, one of the tieflings like kind of rubs their hand like off on their suit, and they turn around and begin to walk away.
Okay, so as they're like about to start walking away, I turn to Sev Tarr. Is now our time to act? Do we intercept or do we just perceive?
I don't know.
Sev? If you don't have a strong opinion, I can form my own. Hi.
Sorry, I did say something. I don't know. Maybe I didn't catch. Do we want to follow them? Maybe. To find
That's a
another
good idea. Let's leave the van here for now, so we're not too high-tailed. But
I will say, the tiefling guys are walking in the opposite direction. The Fang guys are walking in the other direction. So like these 2
I know.
are splitting. So if you want to follow, you either have to split up or pick one.
I'm pretty sure. I was almost positive we were gonna go after the tieflings, who I presume, or Flos at least presumes, are the Ambros. Considering we already kind of know what the Fang's deal is.
The Ambrose is the vampires.
Well, yeah, but wasn't the Nico's whole thing, or not Nico? Was it Nico that would talk to us about this?
Yeah, Nico did tell you about this, yeah?
Yeah, about the Ambros. They were making deals with the Fang. That was the whole thing.
Well, it could also be that the other. I mean, we can still follow them.
Yeah, I'm sure these tieflings are just like ambassadors, something like that. Like the point is, we're going to go follow them, and we're going to leave the van.
Okay. Tarr, do you follow the tieflings or do you follow the Fang guys?
I don't want to follow the Fang.
Okay. Severance and Floss go after the tieflings. Tarr goes after the Fang. Which one of you guys would like
Well,
to go
hold
first?
Oh, actually, never mind. I was gonna be like, oh, I could leave the keys and let Tarr have the van. But I don't think he knows how to drive, or he could even fit in the driver's seat. So never mind.
Okay. Fuck it. Tarr, you're going first. Severance and Floss go the other way, following the tieflings. I think you guys exchange a look. How do you go about this? Do you tail them? Do you jump them now? What's the move?
I'm gonna tail them.
Okay. You see they kind of laugh together. One of them like holds the suitcase up. Are you close enough to hear them talking?
Hello?
Tarr.
He died.
What's up?
Are you close enough to hear them talking? How far away are you?
Do I need to roll a stealth check to be like super close?
Yeah, if you want to be closer, roll a stealth for me.
Okay. That is a 12.
Okay, here's what happens.
Oh fuck.
They round a corner. They're walking across the dock, up some stairs. That's when one of them like turns their shoulder and then they kind of go up. They go up and around, and then one of them jumps down behind you. What do you think this fucking is? He draws like a knife on you.
I don't know.
Do we hear
I don't know what
this?
this is.
He's not yelling loud enough for you to hear. I think you're also too far away because this is like happening simultaneously.
I don't know. I
this
just saw
is,
some.
This is fucking a Desdrin where you can just walk around following a guy.
How do you know I was following him? I could just be happen to walking the same direction.
Yeah, happened to fucking follow us down that corridor and over here and then up round the way. You just fucking walking to church? Is that it? Going to school, big man?
I mean, I'm kind of drunk, so I don't know where I
Just
am.
sock him in the fucking face.
I wonder how much a big guy like you bleeds.
And that's where I'm gonna swing on him.
Oh shit!
Roll to hit for me.
That is a 21.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. Damage. Where did my dice go?
Me when I lose my dice. How do I hit him? How do I insta-kill? Me at Yahoo answers, how do I insta-kill? What is this? What is this?
Oh my god, I love this meme so much! Wait.
What is this?
That's 33 damage.
You sock the guy in the face, and he, like, comically goes flying back, sliding into the ground, knocked unconscious. His two buddies, one of them goes to, like, draw a gun on you. Do you act before he draws the gun?
Can I make a second? Oh wait, I get a bonus attack. I get bonus
Hell
actions.
yeah, hell yeah.
I'm gonna bonus action attack him again. That is 22.
Are you attacking the new guy or the guy who's already on the ground?
The guy that pulled the gun on me.
Okay, hell yeah. You said 22?
The hit, yeah.
Yeah, roll damage.
That is another 33 points of damage.
You know, this guy was kind of farther away. I won't lie to you, Tarr. But it was like you don't remember moving closer to him. But in the moment, fist connects flesh, he goes flying back, hits a wall, and he's knocked out as well. The last guy holds his hands up, drops the bag of gold at the ground. He's just standing there with his hands up. All right. Okay, don't kick the shit out of me. What do you want?
Where were you going?
Where
What
was
were
I
you
going?
doing?
I was going home.
I don't think that's true.
No, it is. I swear, I was headed home to my place. Okay, I'm with the Fang. I was headed to our little hideout. Okay.
Where's your hideout?
It's in It's in the maw. Okay.
In the maw?
Yeah, the maw.
Where's that?
What the fuck you mean? What is that? Who doesn't know what the maw is?
Where?
Where?
Not what. Where?
Can you roll an intimidation for me?
That's a nat 20 on the intimidation.
It's in this place, okay? All right. It was these two towers, supposed to be some kind of near the outskirts of the city, okay? Tower over the old downtown. Old downtown got burned down long time ago. People don't go through there anymore. The city guard always kept the place under lock and key till the Fang took over, all right? But if you're gonna go there, it would be like trying to storm a goddamn castle, okay? It's east of the city, and he like points a direction. It's on the outskirts,
Can I
though.
pick
It's
him
no
up by his
cakewalk.
throat?
Oh, okay.
Anything you're not telling me?
I don't fucking know. We got another place in an old train station, but I barely go there.
Do you want me to turn you into a meat paste?
Okay, holy shit. He said, yeah, there was supposed to be some major underground train system that King Ulrich was working on a long time ago, but the plague and the war prevented him from working on it. Runs all throughout underneath the city. It's got doors everywhere. It's the center point of it. Was supposed to be some kind of grand central station, but that's where our ritual site is. I mean, our other hideout.
Anything else?
I don't fucking know, man. I was just told by Noctis to make a deal with these fucking noble guys, okay? Then bring the package back. It's none of my fucking business. I just do the job and get paid.
What were you doing with the tieflings?
Like I said, the noble guys. I'm supposed to fucking give them this shit for them to figure it out and pay them, and we go back and forth. They give us the research information once they're done working on it.
Does this guy have a gun on him?
He has a knife.
Am I close to the guy that also has the gun?
Yeah.
Can I pick up the gun and stick it in his mouth?
Oh my god!
Anything you're not telling me.
He starts like crying.
I pull the gun out. What
Um,
else?
As you pull the gun out, you can see he has like vampire fangs. You still have the gun out, and he goes, I don't fucking know, man. They don't tell me anything. That's all I know, I swear.
All right. And I shoot him in the head.
Roll a firearms check with advantage.
$19.
Brains splatter in slow motion. A gunshot echoes. We cut to Severance and Flos. The two of you following the tieflings. How are we doing this? How far are we staying away? How stealthy are we being? How far do we go?
Can you pause? Can you pause? My internet cut out,
Okay.
and I didn't hear anything in the last like minute and a half.
Oh damn, Floss missed a fucking badass Tarr moment.
Well, no, I mean, I heard Tarr torturing a guy, but other than that,
He shot his head.
Pick up a gun and blew his head off.
He's
Jesus.
dead now.
that was extremely unnecessary.
It was cool. That was some John Wick level shit, honestly.
That was legitness.
That was legit.
Anyway.
Yes.
So. Okay, sorry. So I heard that there's the tieflings and they were doing a deal with some research, or I didn't hear that, but I heard that. Like Cass heard that. Is there anything else that I missed? That Cass
There's
missed?
a ritual site in an old train station. There's a tower in the old downtown that nobody goes to anymore. That is the Maw.
Okay. Well, I mean, like that stuff. But was there anything after that, like before he blew his head off?
Tarr blew a guy's head off.
Oh, he was a
Okay.
vampire.
Oh, yeah, he's a vampire. That's neat.
Okay. Okay. Anyways, are we still on Tarr? Or are we?
It's you guys. Floss,
Oh, it's on you
Severance.
guys.
You're
Okay.
following the tieflings.
So-
How far are we staying? What's the play?
Okay. So first off, did we see did the Fang hand product to money wise? Who got the money? Who got the product?
The suitcase was handed to the thing. Yes. Yeah. So.
Oh,
sorry.
Can I pick up the gold, by the way? Sorry.
Sorry, I fucked up earlier. Tarr. They didn't have the gold. They had a suitcase.
Oh,
I got
okay.
that switched up because they received the suitcase. So we can cut back to you to investigate that when we're done with them. So, Floss and Severance, these guys received the gold, and these are guys in like fancy business suits.
Okay. So they gave product to Fang.
Mhm. They gave
Yes.
product to the Fang.
Okay.
They received payment for it.
Okay. We're staying far enough away so that we don't have to make stealth checks right this second, but that means we probably can't hear anything.
Yeah, they are
But,
talking to each other.
We cannot hear them. I would like to speak with Severance while we're walking.
Okay.
Okay, so I have two ideas. We could pull the, sneak back to their place route, but I don't know how smart that would be. I don't have illusion magic. I can definitely kill these motherfuckers, but that's not really what we need, and I don't have the facilities to pull off what I want to pull off. What I can do is lie my way. How would I put this? You would just have to trust me, but there's another thing we could do. We can just follow them and sneak, or I can make my presence known. But that one, I feel like would work better. But it's ultimately up to you.
Well, what if we interrogate them?
Okay, think of it like that, but in a different way. You just follow my lead. How far up ahead are they?
Good, maybe 20 feet.
But damn.
We're pretty fucking close, dude. Jesus.
We just hear behind them.
Yeah,
what if we just interrogate them?
What if we
Yeah,
just
yeah.
tell them what's
no,
happening?
no.
Interrogate them. Yeah.
Floss is going to pick her head up, and she's going to slap the amulet, and she gets the nice fancy glasses and the little fancy suit-ish thing that she bought from...
Severance, you
Stranger.
see Floss taps an amulet, and her armor just unfolds into the amulet, and there is this exquisite attire underneath.
This cool stuff is being shown to Severance. It's just that Severance is like, oh, okay. I guess that's a
Floss is
secret.
going to very audibly clear her throat. Excuse me, sirs.
The two tieflings turn. One is actually a woman with like a tuft of curly hair. The other is this younger looking guy, very sheepish with like freckles and blonde hair. The woman speaks up. Yeah, how can I help you?
Me and my associate rather, here, we're wondering, we have our connections up in, society and whatnot, but I thought it would be better to come to the source to ask about setting up a deal like the one you had back there.
They
purchasing.
begin to squint their eyes. Roll a deception check, Floss.
That, like it's very obvious that she's like I'm trying to make it known that they know that I saw what happened. But let me. You said, oh shit, that fell. Oh come on, dude. Well, this dice not. I shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah.
So we're about to
Okay,
do
I'm going to
finally
use my
interrogation.
friendship bracelet. I'm going to use my friendship bracelet. No, wait, no. Hold on, wait. Do I have? I have a luck point. That lets me re-roll a roll, right?
Mhm.
Okay. I'm spending a luck point.
Holy shit.
Okay. So I got a 10. I'm going to use my bracelet ability once per day to bump it to an 11.
An 11?
Yeah, I'm not trying to lie. I'm just trying to buy some time so I can lie better.
Okay. They're looking at you very curious, very skeptically.
Let me come from the start. Me and my associate here, we come higher up. We're friends of the Floss is going to retreat to her mind palace. What are the 5 names of the families again?
Oh fuck. Ambrose, Westburn, Hash, Kageyama. There's one more that I'm forgetting.
Let's go with Hash. We're friends of the Hash family, and we are looking for your services, I suppose, and we'd be more than happy to pay a pretty penny.
Give me just one moment. Sorry.
Floss is in the attire.
You
said hash.
Yeah, I just said that one.
Oh,
That's not them. That's not them. I
Right.
presume.
Ambrose Direheart. Westburn. Kagayama. Hash. Okay.
Yeah, hash.
As you say that, one of the tieflings approaches and says,
We don't deal with no fucking hashes.
and spits on your shoe.
okay.
I see that, we haven't had the best history. I know.
You see? You
I
see?
will say, Dev, I think perks up in a way that. Can I roll an intimidation check?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Do all the fucking families hate each other? Jesus.
Okay. So that is a 24.
One of them is looking at Severance a bit closer. This is the woman, and she says, Hey, brother? And he kind of looks and says, Fucking what? Maybe we don't fuck with them. Maybe they're not hashes after all.
I don't know why you would say that, but
And you see, the brother goes, What the fuck are you talking about? And the woman nudges her brother in the arm and points at Severance's face. Look at her fucking eye. That can't fucking be, can it? Oh my god.
Prince, I think her eyes widen out. She's kind of like, oh, shit, right.
does Floss know what's happening at
No,
all?
no, I don't think so. The brother says, You're with that fucking cult! And he turns around and he begins trying to run the other way, grabbing his sister by the arm.
God fucking
Severance?
damn it. I pull out my
Severance?
grimoire.
Also pulls out her weapon and runs after them, though they may
Okay,
have now different reasons.
I'm running after them as well. I'm looking. Are we doing an initiative?
No. I think during chase scenes like this, we're not going to have an initiative because we did that earlier. I think this is combat without initiative. I don't know. It's something new I've been trying a little bit sometimes.
Because not everything needs to be bogged down by mechanics. Especially when it's just two people. What would you like to do, Severance? I'm sorry.
Can I shoot one of them in the ankle?
Yeah, roll to hit for me.
Can I cast blindness and deafness? Or can I cast blindness on the other one that's not being shot?
Hell yeah, I fuck with this.
Do I need to? They need to make a con saving.
Okay. What's your DC?
And I also need to. And I don't know what my DC is. And also, you need to take a certain amount of LP away from me because I don't spend MP on these spells.
You take 8 damage.
They rolled a 9. I think they fail.
Okay, so they are blind until the end of their next turn, which then they have to make another con. Or it lasts a minute if it somehow lasts that long without them succeeding.
It's fine. Severance, what'd you get?
I got a dirty 20.
Roll damage for me.
Okay.
I love Tarr fucking Vegeta in the rain. Tarr is low-key
How
Vegeta.
could this happen to me?
I made my mistake.
Me when I'm making mistakes.
Me when I do be making mistakes. Zick wants Tarr to teach him how to shoot people.
That is a 9.
A 9?
Because I don't have all my stuff added
Girl,
on.
get
It's not
up.
when I do. Her gun is weak. That's why I was gonna look for a new one.
Severance draws a gun. Pow! He goes flying, misses.
Combines with
What do
another
you mean
gunshot.
misses?
You said 9!
No, I hit them with a dirty 20.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Dirty 20.
You
Yeah, you
bitch.
hit. You shoot like the back of their knee. They go down to one knee and go, fuck!
And then I
Flos,
blind the girl.
The grimoire floats up. Dark magic. Fires out this dark energy around one of their eyes. The woman goes, I can't see! I can't see!
I'm gonna try and close.
One.
Oh, sorry. What?
I'm gonna grab one on the ground and unsheath my hidden blade to put to their neck.
Yeah,
Whoa,
you
whoa, 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 whoa,
grab,
whoa, whoa, whoa.
you grab the one you shot. You.
I'm not killing them.
You're not, but you hold out
Okay.
the hidden blade to their throat, and the guy goes, "Okay, all right, settle down."
Okay, the one that's blinded, I'm gonna pull out my steel baton and try and deal non-lethal damage, but I'm aiming for like her head, like I'm trying to knock her out.
Okay, oh yeah, roll the hit for me.
I don't. It's just one-handed, I guess.
Yep.
Realistically speaking, she is blinded. Would I get advantage on that?
Yeah. That is
Okay.
how the blindness condition works, I believe.
Well, that's a 10.
It's enough.
Beats it.
Yeah, you just like lead pipe to the head, dunk, knock this lady out.
Okay,
Severance,
and
you're holding
obviously
this
my
guy?
blindness isn't. Look, I tried to do this with you civilly, as you know, we're both. I'm not a hash myself, but I work for them.
He's looking at you. Do you have any idea who she is?
Shut your mouth.
It's fucking her!
No, Sev. I hold my hand out. Who?
The fucking child savior they always talk about. If you're here, what does that mean for the city?
I guess my higher ups haven't told me or informed me on what you're talking about. You mind lightening up a little bit? And I wave the baton in his direction.
He's trying to
This
pull
is
away from
important.
Severance's grasp.
We need information
Here,
about the Fae.
Here.
All right, you
I'll make
want information? I can tell you information.
Yeah. Go ahead.
We need all the information that you have. They have what important.
So you're gonna start talking, Demon Boy, or?
All right, there's no need for that.
Look, Mr. Ambrose told us to deliver materials and research notes back and forth between these guys. The Fang, we asked what it was, and he told us it was to cure his vampirism. We don't know anything else, promise.
Can I roll insight?
Yeah.
I have advantage with the mask on insight. That's a bad roll. Whew, holy shit. That is 21.
He's withholding extra details, but what he's saying he believes to be the truth.
You sure that's all?
I mean, I work for the Westburn family, okay? Mother Westburn had this whole deal with Ambrose about researching blood magic and how it affects vampires, tinkering with all these vials and shit. We trade with the Fang, they give us money, they do research too. It's like a back and forth, a trade of information, okay? Look, I don't...
So this is me to you. Austin, this is me to you. I was more so trying to keep in character than retaining information. I know what you said mostly, but I'm just going to repeat it back to you and make sure it's right. Ambrose, Westburn, and Fang had like a three-way thing going on.
Yeah.
Where they were trying to do research on blood magic to bring something back.
They're trying to
cure
do-
vampirism is what
To cure
he said.
vampirism.
Yes, he believes that to be the truth.
But aren't the Ambrose all vampires?
Yeah, but there's only one Ambrose left. Yandril, I mean, the rest of his guys are just fucking other weird vampires who aren't his real family. I mean, everybody knows
Right.
the Ambroses should have died out a long fucking time ago. But you didn't hear me say
yes.
that.
Yeah, no. I know that for sure. She doesn't has no fucking idea. Yeah. Right. Look, we'll let you lick your wounds, drag your sister back to wherever you came from.
Look, if you want more info about what's going on, I would seek out Mother and make a deal with her. Something. I'm sure you've got connections. She's no
Right.
she's no stranger to insider trading.
I think Flos is going to pull out a single gold coin and like rub it with the blood of his sister and like what is it called? Like flip the coin like onto the where are we at right now? Like
It's
like a
dock
boardwalk or like
area.
yeah. I just as like a calling card sort of thing. And I think like she waves for Sev to not have him at fucking Cutthroat anymore.
I think Severance kind of looks at him.
He's staring at you, Severance, and he looks afraid.
You don't mention you saw me or my friends with anyone. I
Okay.
will find you, and I will kill you, and I promise you that. Do you understand?
I understand.
And I'll know. And she pulls away.
He falls to the ground, and he pisses himself.
Is he gonna take his sister and leave, or?
Wounded, he picks up his sister, kind of puts shoulder and shoulder, and they, hobble away.
By the way, Flos was ready to beat the piss out of both of them and then tie them up and put them in the back of the van.
Across the way, you hear a gunshot reverberate.
Flos starts running in that direction.
Okay. Severance.
Cloak flowing in the sea-like wind, fucking Vash style.
Severance, have any of your triggers been set off?
Febwin,
Lucas?
I'm eating burger. We gotta talk to us.
It's most
playing the
fucking Eric
game.
Cartman behavior.
But mean!
My internet. Sad face. Real?
God fucking damn it, Kyle! Fucking up the internet all the fucking time!
Oh.
Lucas, hi.
Hi.
Have your triggers been set off?
Yes.
I need a sanity roll, please.
Out of 4.
4. Floss, runs off. Cloak billowing in the wind.
Hold on. Yeah, I would assume that Sev would follow me. If I don't notice Sev following me, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, Floss, you stop when you see Severance's reaction. Severance. This city called you back. Called you back for a reason. Remember the first day you came back? And like the sea parting, people made way for you. This city's always made a way for you. And it's not just your people calling to you. It's the city itself, the heart of it. This place you're drawn to, always doomed to come back to. You're following your destiny, and this is proof. The child savior. Back home where she belongs. Helping out, like she's meant to. You're fulfilling your destiny. And as you look out to sea, 1,000 arms raised in rebellion, it's like the sky shutting in on you. A room closing. The dark corners. The cage. The constant clanking. A cake on a platter. It's like you're there, back in that room. Will today be the same as yesterday? You take 20 psychic damage.
Damn!
Floss, you just see Severance staring out to sea, lost in thought, eyes wide. Do you say anything to your friend, Floss?
Floss is very pushy that we are associates now.
Cass?
I did not know I was muted. That's my bad.
You're chill.
First of all, I put a GIF in the thing
see,
because
yeah,
because it's I hear it. I hear it. This is the song. Is it not?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? The sound.
This
Okay.
is a
Well,
brand new
anyways.
fucking soundtrack. Do you?
Oh, I thought. Okay. Do I notice that they're
Severance
very or
is
Severance
just
is very
staring off at
clearly?
sea.
I'm waving my hand in front of his face. Does he notice?
Her. First of all,
Sorry, my bad. My bad, Severance. Sorry. Does she notice?
Severance, your vision's blocked by a glow. The darkness illuminated. Someone's there. Someone in the distance. A glowing green light in the dark. Someone to hold you, ground you down, keep you here.
Okay. Hey, Austin.
Yes, Cash. I'm monologuing. What do you want from me?
Okay. Okay. Well, I was. If Okay, never mind. You go ahead and monologue,
I
but
take
then I want to
your
do
legs and I
something.
snap them in half.
Okay. Shit.
No, it's okay. You draw Severance out of her gaze, and you're standing in
That's
front.
not what I wanted. Oh my god, I'm gonna blow my brains out. I was gonna do something cool, but never mind.
Guys, look, fighting!
Fighting!
I was gonna do something really cool and really
Okay,
character, and
Flos,
then
what would you like to do?
I was gonna grab Severance by like the scruff of her shirt, and I was gonna hold on. Let me get into. Wait, hold on. I forgot what I was gonna say. Fuck. Hold on. 1 second. Literally, give me 2 seconds.
Literally?
Okay. I grabbed Severance by the scruff of her shirt. I'm like, put yourself together, woman. God damn.
Severance, you find yourself in Floss's hands, back here in reality.
Look, Severance. This place. Not just Valhaven, but Reliance in general. It's not made for people like us. It's not meant for us. Me and you. You know. Damned. The damned. I don't know what you struggle with. I don't know what your life is like. I barely know anything about you, if I'm going to be perfectly honest. But there's something more to you, and that's all fun and dandy and whatever, and we can figure that out later. But we have to put infinitely more effort into proving ourselves to even be worth existing, and we need to do that right now. And she's going to start heading off towards the gunshot.
Severance, what do you do?
I think Severance stands her for a second before she kind of like shakes her head and goes after like Floss, like follows Floss.
As you walk, you could swear the walls were watching you. Tarr, you find yourself with this suitcase in front of you, and Floss and Severance running behind you.
I drop the body and pick up the suitcase.
All three of you are now here standing in front of this suitcase.
Can Floss open it up?
Opening it. Bear with me. You see a handful of vials, about 6, with this glowing red liquid inside. There's a handful of notes written in Infernal.
I think I put the casino notes in this suitcase and I close it and I keep it on my person as safe as possible.
Okay.
Do I see the guys splattered brains everywhere?
Yes, you do see the 3 dead people in front of you.
I look to Severance. And then back at Tarr, and then back to Severance.
Do you guys say anything to each other? Do you share your info? What's the plan? What do you guys do?
Tarr doesn't say anything.
I'm gonna let some silence linger before Floss, but she will pipe up if nothing is said. But
Tarr's kind of broken right now. He doesn't. He's gonna go quiet.
So I think you all just stand there, like reveling in the bloodshed, and then Floss speaks up.
anyways, what did you find out from these?
Bless you.
What'd you find out? I guess Tarr.
For time purposes, can we just say that
Yeah,
we
that's
all know
fine.
now?
Yeah, you learn that there are 2 new locations you can go to. There is the Maw, which we know Camilla was taken to. This is a place in old downtown, a place that was kind of disheveled and destroyed and nobody goes there anymore. The guards shut that place down a long time ago, but it's a large tower, and that's the Maw, which is kind of like main HQ for the Fang. There was also an underground ritual site at an old grand train station, a place that was supposed to be a central hub, but due to the war and the plague, never was meant to be. They're apparently holding a ritual there. Tarr, you learn about the Westburns being involved with the Ambroses and the Fang, and apparently this research material being shared between them, gold meant to do so. Do you guys share Severance's little episode?
Well, I was gonna say specifically they're trying to find a cure for vampirism, and that's like what the whole event is about. Specifically, the Blood Moon, as far as we were aware. And also, what do you mean? The thing that happened in Severance's head?
No, I mean, do you mention the guy being like the child savior?
Oh, I mean, I don't say anything about it. It's
Okay.
not my fucking business. Unless Sev does.
Girl,
I'm not
Sev does
I'm not gonna out girly pop like that. Like,
No, girls grow. That's so real.
Does Severance say anything?
No.
Okay.
we should probably head back to Atreus's.
Or nods.
Floss buttons like one of like she had a few of the buttons unbuttoned. She's gonna button another one up.
Okay.
And wipe some of the blood off of her forehead, and head towards the
Absolutely.
car.
I know we don't have much time left, but for next session, you get to pick where you go. Do you guys go to visit Mother Westburn to learn more about this magic? Do you guys go to the ritual site, or do you guys plan to
I would
go
have to
to the maw? Think
I would
about
have to
this
decide.
and get
We would
back
have
to
to
me.
Yeah.
I'll ping you guys in general to figure it out, but I have to know what to write for next session out of those three.
That's fine. And when do we need to know this by? Like tomorrow?
Yeah, probably. Like I need like a week to write the session.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
And hopefully Claire will be back with the party for that decision. It's something you guys can make. You can decide off table, and then in game you guys can decide together, like as a party, in role play. Does that sound cool with everybody?
Right. Yeah, that sounds good. Just make sure you like write all this down like a paragraph
I
so
will.
Claire
I'll ping
knows it,
everyone
and
in general.
also so I remember because I've already forgotten like half of it.
Okay.
Oh shit! I just dropped my phone. Floss starts the van up and heads back to Atreus as if there's nothing else that needs to be said.
You guys get in the van. Tarr in the back, and I think Severance is riding shotgun. And the rain begins to batter the van, hitting hard against the side. Severance, as you look out, that paranoia sinks in. These people know. I mean, the Dwarven family knows, and these people genuinely recognized you as who you are. It's only a matter of time, isn't it? And it feels like every alley you pass, someone's in there calling to you. Tarr, you broke your oath today. Not only did you use a weapon, you did just kill somebody. You saw their brain splatter. Their blood's still on your hands, still on your face. What have you become? And as the rain patters the van and drives towards the bar, the storm goes stronger. And we pan out and fade to black.